Oh, today we got something very special. It's the birth of a new statue. Let me hear you say, Postone. Oh wow, it's skipping.
I didn't mute it, man. I was muted, man. I was singing this whole time. Come on, Triple, get out of here, man. Come on, sing it, baby.
Technical difficulties.
Oh no.
My YouTube is on and it was doing double things. I'm like, what's going on? I'm here, folks.
So really quick, we were talking backstage, and I found this awesome clip. I think this is gonna be the new clip of 2025, and we were talking about how we hide statues and stuff, and this is perfect.
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
I just gotta Photoshop Kenzilla's face on it.
Yeah.
Happy Statue Tuesday, you guys. Today is January 28th, 2025, and hey, man, I got offered to go to Oregon, and I turned it down. I was like, I don't know anybody in Oregon, and I can't do that again. But Oregon was on the plate today, and yeah, I turned it down for CMP, you know. But other than that, it was a pretty good weekend. It was a pretty good Tuesday, pretty good Monday, pretty good Sunday, pretty good Saturday, pretty busy. But nothing like Crippler. Yeah. Crippler, how's your day? How's your weekend been, man?
Archery, ninja. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Yo, I don't know. I haven't touched grass. That's why I put this special shirt on for you. I went outside and the graphics weren't as good.
Jesus.
They weren't. I just been playing that Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I'm coming here for a statue update from the homies Piggy, Cash, Beast, Your Vision, and of course CMP. Y'all gonna keep me in the loop today.
Hell yeah. How's your weekend been, though, man? Good weekend?
It's been good. I like literally though. It's just been me checking up on my daughter, taking care of my daughter, and then playing Marvel and working. Like that's literally. I have it on rotation. So like, finish what I have to do, and then play Marvel. Check on the girl, then play Marvel. Finish what I gotta do, then play Marvel. That's it. Been playing with Ro, X-Men exclusive. Your Vision played with us for a bit too. A lot of us. The game is super fun. It's super fun. It's like taking your statues and maneuvering them around and stomping other people with them. You get to Hulk smash.
That short guy, hot tweet.
Yeah, little Jeff be putting it on you. That Hawk Tuo, he spit on. Your Vision was like, yo, I don't. It was like, yo, I don't even think I want to be healed, yo. That shark is just spitting on me. It's like,
that's kind of weird. Damn sharks, let me die, bro. Let me go out.
You don't like being spitted on by a shark?
You what?
He had a choice of being magic with the nice booty and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. You be a damn shark. That shark is like a dude.
It does make me want to get some statues. Like I want a new Storm, man. You know, you get that hype, and you know you got to let it die down, or you do something stupid and impulse buy some stuff because you're super hyped on a certain game or a movie or animation, whatever the case. So my hype levels are so high right now that impulse buys are in range. So like if there's anything close to some of those characters in Marvel Rivals, I'll get. Like right now, I won't know if that will be the case in a month or two when the hype dies down and I'm like, nah, that was a phase. Yeah. But right now, dude, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's cool. Like I got a good hour and a half right now because my son, he gets to play for a certain time, and so we're gonna play tonight. Me, him, my boy EJ.
Awesome, man. Great to have you.
bro.
And I'm glad you had a great weekend. Glad to have you back. And yeah, man,
Cheers, bro.
I've been practicing with Black Widow, so I'm just trying to get my practice on a
You've
little
been
bit.
playing?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah!
I've been
let me
keeping
know,
myself in
dude.
private mode too. I was like, these guys better not see me pop up. What's up,
Hey,
Jerry?
yo, we could practice before you get on. Let me know if you ever want to practice. We could do it. Even though it should be CMP versus COC, I'll help you to start out.
I'm making it happen. Stuff in the
Yeah, get
background.
your shooters, get your
Yeah.
hitmen.
Awesome. Well, Crippler, great to have you back. Mr. No Yappy, man, how's your day? How's your weekend been?
Yeah, my day's been good and the weekend's been good. Like Cripper said, I played with them. The next day I looked at my time. I was like, I can't believe I was on this game for 2.5 hours. That's like the most I've ever played in 2 years. I'm like, 2.5 hours? It went so fast.
Yeah.
And I just jumped on. I didn't care. Like, at first I'll get 1 kill, 2 kills. And I started getting, I got up to 18. I was like, all right, don't have me. Oh, and I got this in with Funko Pop. And I got a tattoo of this as well.
Oh man, this
shout
guy's
out.
busy, man.
Yeah, so hopefully,
Wait, you got a
get the
statue you
tattoo
said?
and
He did call that a statue. That's a technical foul. But
All right,
No, I said, yeah, I got a
that's what
statue.
this guy says.
I think he didn't get his yet, though. So, but it's on his way. You on mute, Peak. We can't hear you. New setup, still can't hear you. But yeah, tell you what we did.
Good weekend. That's good, man. Yeah, like I see California getting those mudslides. I was like, man, you guys don't let up.
Oh
man.
no, but it rained out of nowhere. Like it was sunny,
Yeah.
and then someone raining hard, and I was like, "What is this? What is this foreign thing?" My son like raining outside. He see that on TV only. So like,
You said Hennessy and mudslide? That's
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
oh, man, wow. I didn't know that.
Awesome. Well, great to have you back, Vision. What about you, Piggy? How's your day? How's your weekend been? Embarrassing. I think you are maybe muted. Maybe you have to restart or something. Yeah,
New
restart.
setup,
Oh,
same
man.
difficulty.
I got a statue coming in, on the list. I got a statue
Awesome.
coming in, it's on the list. XM Hulkbuster. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at.
Hi, I'm Piggy.
Jesus, is that what he said?
Maybe on my roof. Nah, I'm joking.
I'm Piggy.
Oh,
I'm just
man.
pro segregation.
No space and no sound.
Awesome. Well, Jerry, man, the new place looking good.
Jerry got Jerry moved.
It's crazy. I've been trying to grow that up my whole life, and Jerry just doesn't.
I know,
cuts it
man.
all
Look
off.
at that thing.
I'm mad.
It's so gracious.
Yeah, I see
Also,
the Zelda.
I'll send it to you when I shave it off.
Gross.
Dude, that thing looks magical, that beard. Yo, it's so puffy. It looks like a cloud, yo.
I feel like a fist is gonna come out of
Yeah.
that thing.
You're like 7 inches of that beard. You'll be Santa Claus.
Yeah, I gotta have something. I ain't got no hair on the top, so it's like
You gotta keep
at
it
least I
all.
got the beard.
If you could have any animal that live in that beard, which would you choose?
I don't know.
The little bird.
Because
that
I already got a dog. So
pops out? He doesn't live in your beard, though, does he?
Jesus.
sometimes.
Well,
Young Santa.
Jerry, how's your day? How's your weekend been, man?
It's just tiring. It's just tiring. It's slowly but surely getting there.
So, in case nobody knows, like Jerry's been in a huge process of moving his 58 statues and into a new house, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! Congrats, man! I'm sure that's gonna take forever. It's gonna be like a 3-month process, and those 58 statues are gonna unbox,
Yeah,
slowly.
Yeah, some of them are gonna stay. There's a spare bedroom, so some of them are just gonna stay in a box there until get probably module cases or something, and then
Next year?
yeah, probably.
God damn.
Because I'm like, I don't want to spend money just for a temporary display, and then spend money again for the permanent display.
The long
I
term.
have
That's
garage
smart.
shelves that I bought to try them out that I don't have. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
with
like
them.
I have one garage shelf, so for now I use that probably here in the living room and put probably like most of the gaming ones on there.
Sounds good, man. Well, great to have you back, and yeah, keep us up to date with the statues. You know,
Yeah.
the house could do. You need to take care of that. Awesome. Cash, how about you, man? Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I just read that. How's it going, Cash? How's your day? How's your weekend?
Oh man, pretty good. I can't complain. Happy to be here. Hope everybody is having a good start today. Today work week and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Tuesdays are the best days. So
Hell yeah.
reset the invite.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Champagne those days.
I saw the unboxing of that Wolverine. What's his name?
Berserker.
Tone. Yeah, Tone got. I was like, man, One
Yeah.
and done right there for half scales. That looked beautiful. I like that thing.
It was a lot bigger than I thought, for sure. Like that. Wow. You know, wow.
We'll leave it at that. Well, great to have you back on, Cash. Kenzilla, man. I don't think this is the first time you've been here, but man, it's great to have you back. And great, your collection is looking a little bit, a little bit
Look
more
at
vast.
that.
So yeah, look at that thing, man.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. Looks great.
Yeah. I picked up. It's crazy, man. How like I was looking at I got the Crack Tusk Predator off Prime One. Just it took me right down that rabbit hole. I had it on order, and while I was on order, I ordered Fugitive Predator, and then when I got that in, I ordered Predator King on Throne off Spec Fiction. I got that in, and then I also got my LBS Iron Man off Spec. That I mean, I had that ordered for a while. Yeah,
We're gonna do it anyway.
Crazy how it just so actually 3 of those pieces weren't even like 2 months ago. I wasn't even on my radar, man. But Prime One's Black Friday, so always gets you.
And
Something.
I'm sending you those links. Like you better get this.
This guy too, man.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah. If I see it, I'm like, you know what? This look good in this collection. Just send me the link real fast.
Vision sent me. Prime One's having Black Friday, so the Vision's just pumping me all these statues, man. Look at this sale. And I saw Crack Tusk. I'm like, nah, I don't think I want to do that. Then all of a sudden, he sends me it again, and it's like $600 something like this. I said, oh man, I think I need to do this. Then that created Fugitive Predator and Predator. So thanks, Vision. I'm out of box.
Just put him on mute next time, Around the holidays.
They're all displayed real nice. I made some cards for them. Actually, I'm doing a room tour with John. They just send him everything, so you'll see all of there. But yeah, I just make everything I need to make it display real nice, which works out really good. Same thing Vision does.
Yeah. Well, great to have you on. Like I know I've been trying to invite you from week to week. Things come up. All good. I love seeing you in the chat. I love seeing the comments after the video. I know like it's been a while, but man, great to have you. I always see you in other channels and stuff, so it's always fun to hear your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, anytime on your show, Steve, I enjoy being on the show, man.
Yeah, definitely can. Zilla, great to have you, man. Piggy, man, let's see if we're good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it anyway.
That's good, right?
Braids looking fresh.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Hey, happy to be in the building. Happy to do some statue talk. I too caught Tone's unboxing of that Wolverine, and it's the closest I've come to wanted it. No, I'm not getting it, but it's a pretty dope statue. And shout out to Mr. No Yapping up there. He sent me some stuff that'll hopefully help make my setup a little smoother. So, and I got my Voltron coming on Monday, so I'm good.
You finally got it? Oh.
That one.
That one right there.
What's crazy though, because the PO was $13. Now it's $25.
$25 now.
Yeah, so
yeah, I'm gonna do a live unboxing when it gets here Monday. So
Nice.
Hell yeah, do it.
It'll be from 8 o'clock to 8:02.
Yeah.
That's kind, man.
Yeah. Can knock it out at 8:01 if you're really being efficient.
No, I want to give at least a review and show the different angles.
60
and some lighting.
It's going to be a short, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
But Piggy had a good weekend and everything.
I did, man. That little illness, that it was something going around down here really bad, man, really bad. So I can breathe. My voice is back. So yeah, I had a pretty decent weekend.
Cool. You sound way better. So awesome.
Appreciate it.
Great to have you back on. Jarhead, man.
Jarhead in the motherfucking building.
How's your day? How's your weekend been, man?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I've been running around doing a bunch of errands today, trying to get the stuff set up for the new place. I got electricity and water turned on and all that adulting stuff.
Oh, you going with water?
Believe it or not, I thought about hot chocolate.
Oh my god!
Soda, but it turns out that's really expensive to run through your pipes.
Yeah. Are you going well or are you going pipe?
Oh, straight well. So
Crippler's like,
that way, when I go to get water, I can skip to it while I'm skipping. Get in the water.
Yes.
bro,
Skip to
not the
Malou.
well water.
No.
What are we talking about?
Crippler's like, hey, Jarhead, are you a gatherer or hunter?
Okay.
Why can't that be both?
Yeah,
Well, 2025. My bad. 2025.
that's true.
Maybe identify as both.
Whoa. But in case you guys, in case you guys missed it, Jarhead's going towards the dark side of anime statues. So this might be the last time I show him any respect. So look at that collection.
Are you getting anime? I was looking at one today,
It's
too.
all gone, man. Yep.
Yo, that Magneto on the back looks sick. I've
It's
never
okay.
really noticed it until you look at
Yeah, look at that thing. He got the
Yeah. And of course
QVC
that Dio over there just looking at Colossus.
Shout out
dude.
the X-Men.
Yeah. All right, I
Awesome.
see you, Jarhead. I see you.
Well, today we are going to look at this one guy from across the pond, and he had a cool video up. I hope he doesn't like. You could talk to him for me, right, Crippler?
Hey.
Did you
Yes.
guys see this? Someone showed me this thing. This
Who's this guy?
who's this guy?
Never seen him before.
That's Wu Ping. He actually choreographed a lot of Jet Li movies back in the day.
Oh, I knew I recognized him. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh my god!
That ain't that high. You seen how he was just acting like nah, just kidding.
Kenzilla. This has Kenzilla's name all over it.
Look, how
Sound is
many
getting real low.
look, that would have took one Kenzilla. They need like
I know,
4.
right?
Rashid ordered this, I think, right?
Did he really?
No way.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He did?
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Everybody
You want to
just
hate,
lost
but you
all
just gotta hold
respect.
it.
Shout out to Art the
Ooh,
Statue
seen that
Collector.
Wu-Tang? That,
Yeah, these guys are busy. Queen Studios. I don't think they're gonna play around with statues anymore. I think they're gonna go the figure route. To be honest,
You
They're
think
starting-
2025 is their year?
for figures, not for statues.
Mm.
But
Got
this
it.
looks pretty good, right? It's like
No.
Yeah,
it's,
an
alright.
underbite. Got an underbite. Alright.
It's all
That
sweaty and
hair is
everything.
not it.
Who ate my waffle?
Oh, Vision, you were showing me this backstage, right? I think it was the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this looks cool, but I mean, I don't know.
What size feet are those?
Size 11.
What size
Size
shoe you wear?
My thoughts are I'm not. I love the Hulk. I'm not huge on the Marvel Hulk just because of what they did. The Russo brothers just
Yeah.
disgraced him. But and also on this piece here, I'm just not 100% sold on all this silicone. You know, like I don't have the only thing I got that has any kind of silicone in is the Kong bust, and that's probably it. I'm just not, and there's a lot of it on this. Just
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think about
I
the-
only prefer silicone in certain things.
All right, calm down,
Hey.
calm down.
What do you guys
Wednesday,
think about the
8 p.m.
On sale right now.
Think about what, Crippler?
No, you said Wednesdays, and I said maybe I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say. What do you think about the opportunities with veinage? The veinage looks good, right?
Wow.
Good question.
Silicone.
Good question. Good question.
Wow.
It's all about the girth.
Damn, look at that seam.
Yeah, I was doing this.
It's a prototype.
Oh, look at the hair on the arm. That's crazy.
yeah, it looks good as far as all
Yeah,
that stuff.
that looks crazy.
It looks good.
Looks gross.
I agree.
It does
Oh,
look
look at the
gross, man.
chest
I was like,
hair.
I
Look
don't
at
want
the chest
pubes on
hair.
my thing.
Crazy. You got pubic hairs. Yeah, that's
Somebody
crazy.
says a fat hole.
Yeah.
Kind of gross. Kind of gross.
Yeah. Hey, it looks really like I'm front and it looks good. I'm 100% with Beast though. Like this Hulk is not it. Like not the statue, just this version of the Hulk.
Yeah.
I would not want that representation of when he says Hulk and he goes no. He's like,
Yeah,
I don't want to look like this. I don't want that Hulk.
He's
the
asking, I
punk
think.
Hulk.
Oh, so really quick, we got a special guest tonight, and it's one of these guys.
I would say they call me the greatest.
I just gotta replace his head with
They
How's it going,
Ah,
D-Belly?
dude, I didn't even see. I just looked.
Oh, snap.
Oh snap!
How's it going, guys?
What up, Danny
What's up,
Belly,
Mr.
AKA Lazy D?
Lazy D in the house.
How's it going, Danny?
Good to see you guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good, man. You want to tell people where you're at right now, or just keep that under the?
I'm in California. I'm visiting the SciShow. So
I've been telling this guy for 7 days to go try out SoCal burritos. And did you try one yet or not yet?
Not yet. Not yet, but I will. But I will. Eventually, I will.
This is what we do. This is what we do. Yeah. That was good. Good meeting that guy. Oh, man, you have to. You're there. That's like the best thing that happened.
What was the name again of the burrito?
SoCal burritos. They're like
SoCal.
Yeah.
Okay, SoCal burrito. Okay.
These are some fried chicken from Cali.
Get you some chicken and waffles.
That's true. No. I love the fried chicken. Yeah, I can't get too much fried chicken because I'm getting.
You look like me.
Not bigger, wider. So I try to avoid it. But yeah.
There you go.
Good to have you on, man. How's your time in California so far? You liking it?
100%. Yes. Besides all the fire, all the stuff. Besides that, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have friends who suffer. Actually, yes, I have one friend who have to be evacuated. But other than that, unfortunately, I don't have any other friends who has been suffered the fire. And I am at Camarillo right now. We got a fire really close to us, but that was just, it's not any longer a problem, so we're safe. But I mean, it is Mother Nature, and what else you can do, right?
Yeah, it's that or ice storms like we're having over here, or it's something,
Yeah, and every country has something, so that's fine. That's fine, more than fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, great to have you. Thanks for accepting the invitation. And I don't know if you know, but I have this piece coming, and I wanted to have you sign it when I go to Statue Con.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
So I don't know if this was you or some other guy, but this looks pretty good, right?
Make sure you charge him for signing.
This time, right?
Yeah, he has good prices. I think the last piece he signed for me was like $700 for each. It was worth it.
Each letter.
Each letter.
I can make a discount if it's 2 people, 3 people.
Bundle. No,
so yeah, man,
it was great.
This should be coming in pretty soon, hopefully, and they said like it's gonna be shipping in the next month or 2. So I'm excited to get this. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have you on tonight to talk about, like, at least talk about this for a little bit. I'm really excited for this one. Like I told the guys I was gonna go with another statue company, but they let me down, so I went with this one. But well, yeah, man, like I'm really glad.
To know. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate you like it.
Definitely. Any Easter eggs you could share with us, or anything like in particular that sticks out that we won't catch the statue?
About this statue in particular?
Yeah.
I don't think I put any Easter egg on this one. I think I went very straightforward, very comic, and both portraits are very Ghibli style, proportions wise. I mean, the face structure. And no, I can't remember if I put. I don't. Let me think. No, I don't think so. Sometimes I forget.
Any of the what?
What was that?
Is any of your body parts in there, like your finger, toe?
Always. Chest. The chest.
I see the chest.
Yeah.
That's his rib cage right there. That's the
it's a rib cage. Yeah,
relax.
A little bit of the arms, but just no. But the hands are my hands always. The hands are all my hands. I mean, in a more comic way, right? Because I push the stylized a little bit, but always taking reference from my hands. Is the easiest and fastest reference you can get.
Hey, Cash, what did Amilcar say that one time? He's just like about.
Oh yeah, Amilcar Fong. He said that the hands are like one of the most important parts that he does.
Yeah, they're like the statue or something like that, like the way they position the fingers and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hands and feet are, I would say, especially for females, feet are very complex, and you need to be very subtle and pay a lot of attention. Otherwise, it kind of looks kind of clunky, and you have to pay.
He knows all about that. Sorry.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Adam was right. Yeah, too.
I don't want to go too deep into that topic.
Next Tuesday.
They don't call him Piggy for nothing.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I don't know what Sideshow is doing, but with their paint lately, this looks amazing. Like this, I don't know if this is a prototype or is this production. Their paint stuff is looking good. I'm hoping it's gonna turn out like this.
I saw one in person, and I think I saw a sample, and it looks freaking awesome. I mean, nowadays, probably you have seen this in person. Pieces looks really, really well. In comparison with the prototypes, pretty close. Nowadays, it's pretty close. One thing to another.
Awesome. Really quick, nice guy saying, can you make the next Black Cat for Sideshow?
I put in the list.
It's on the list, baby.
It's on the list.
Another one that was pretty popular was this one, and one of our guys said, where did you get the inspiration for the angel?
From the what? I'm sorry? You cut it?
No, it said, where did the inspiration for angel come from?
From the whole piece?
Yeah, it looks like, yep.
Richard Long did the concept for this one, and the same process like happened with Butker. We were just having a conversation about his projects, my projects, and he said same thing that Butker. Hey Danny, you want to see us have a sneak peek of the project I'm doing? Of course, 100%. Then I saw this statue. I said, dude, I saw the concept, the idea, and same question than before. Is someone booked for sculpting this one? Not yet. Okay, I want it. I want to do it because it looks awesome. I think it's very elegant. It's very stoic, and I like to have sometimes to have pieces in where you don't have to be kind of, having extremely dynamic in terms of smashing something or destroying or jumping or doing kind of crazy acrobatic thing. So when I saw this one and the idea, the rough concept, I said, okay, this is wonderful, and we can have the wings. We can put it in a way that looks beautiful. It adds a lot to the composition of the piece. In person is beautiful. I mean, of course, I'm not saying this because I sculpted. I'm trying to be honest as much as I can, and not biased. But honestly, it's a really nice piece, and when you see it in person, it's huge.
Which one's your favorite out of Magneto and Archangel?
I love the character. I love way more Magneto, but the statue I enjoyed working more on this one because it was more, let's say, challenging. How I have to play with the wings forms and the shapes and the entire thing. So I think I would say Magneto was a piece that I started like a lot time ago, a couple of years ago. And then we have to put a pass on that one, and then we jumped again. I think last year. I can't remember when I started that piece again, and it's hard to keep on track of the timeline because we started sculpting these pieces, and a year after you can see kind of the prototype, and then the pre-order happens a couple of months after, so it's kind of hard to remember the dates. But for this one, it was very interesting because I came with the idea of having the portraits. And that's something kind of that it works pretty well because I think the portraits, I think people. I remember the first reveal. It was on 12th Days of Sideshow, I believe, and I saw comments say, "Oh, I would love to if it comes with a death mask or if it comes with the long hair version or whatever." And I was saying, it's coming with all of those together at the same time, which is kind of I think it's a great value for the piece.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that because, sometimes they come with a exclusive and collector's edition, but this is all in one. Like, there's only one SKU for this, right?
Yeah.
And I think each one of those people like equally. Like, you'll find some people who like the one with the hair, or the few that like the death mask. What was the decision? Like, what was the business decision to include them all versus going collectors and exclusive? For the record, I like this method way better. I like all of them in one. But what was the
in terms of the business decision, this is not a question that I can answer because that's happening in another area of the company. But I assume this is maybe a cost benefit thing. So I think sometimes we want to just bring more when we have the capability of the chance, the opportunity to do it. And I think we had opportunity, and this is a result. And we have an extra. I think I can't say this, but we have something else. That's all I have to say.
I was about to say.
Wow.
I think it was that.
Say it now.
Oh, say it now.
If you tell us, we won't say anything.
We won't say anything. This is not live.
We won't
this
say
is a friendly conversation.
No,
I
but
was gonna say,
have an
I thought it was
exclusive
you fighting for, like, you know what? I want all three of these sideshow, and I want it no exceptions, include it all for the people.
For the community.
For the community. So they said, the sideshow said, yes, Mr. Beck.
I'm walking out. I'll do it. I'm walking.
But it was a really fun piece. I remember trying to, bring some let's say personality to the suit design, but at the same time I was trying to keep the original patterns and colors, and I think it stand out pretty well, because when you take a look let's say a close look to the statue, you can find all these let's say how do you call it, like the seam lines and all the pattern working, the looping, or the panel looping, I don't know how they call it in English. I think paneling, probably. But when you take a further look, you can see is a resemblance of the original character, original design, very classic, which I think it's most people like that.
One thing we say on CMP, we say it's I. So just no, but really quick thing. Jarhead, you liked this piece, right? This Magneto. You were thinking of maybe getting this thing.
Oh, it's on pre-order.
Oh, there you go.
I've got Archangel and this one on pre-order, actually.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, a bundle. Yeah.
Are you gonna do a Danny Belly bundle? A Danny Belly bundle, all Danny Bellies statues.
The Daniel Bell combo.
Piggy, you got it as well, so you got room, huh?
Oh, you got this too, Piggy?
No, I got the Archangel.
What?
Nice.
This guy's always running out of space, and he gets. I'm sorry.
No,
I shouldn't say anything.
we all know better. He's not running out of space.
no. This is a separate space for just like Archangel statues.
Of course it is.
Of course.
It literally is.
I have a question for you guys, because I every single time as a sculptor, and we do our best to make the statues as nice as we can, right? That's the ultimate goal. It's always like that. But sometimes some pieces are not going to perform as you expected. And in this particular one, I was saying, okay, I think the result is really nice, but I was being a little bit skeptic if this piece was going to sell well, and it's doing really well, actually. And my question to you is, why you think that happened? Because it's a kind of class C character. It's not a top tier. It's not class A character. What do you think? Because the overall reception was very good from day one. I've seen a couple, as usual, negative comments, which is of feedback, which is great, but I haven't seen like a really big. The only thing I saw, which makes me kind of make me laugh. It is some people believe that I use the same body as Silver Surfer. I put some wings on it.
Yeah.
It's not the way it works. But
it was this guy.
I mean, it's fine. It's a similar pose. I get it. But I didn't
throw me under the bus, why don't you?
No.
So how quick was it to just reskin that one? Reskin Silver Surfer and put wings on it?
Put some wings on it.
I put some color. I put some magenta, and that's it.
So your question is like, what makes it a great statue, or like what?
Why you think people reacted in a very positive way, taking into account this is a character that is not a kind of a class A character. It's more like a B, C level character,
like a Batman or Superman or a Spider-Man.
Yeah. Let's say that. Yeah.
I think go ahead.
Really quick. Like I think it's because it's a character like we haven't seen in a while. Like we've seen in like other Wednesdays at 8 p.m. custom produced channels, like YouTube channels. We see them on the custom side, but we never seen it on the license side. There's another company, XM Studios, that made it, but this one, it just pops. Like the colors, the concept is really like. I know, like when you see our collections behind us, it looks it looks okay. It looks but like we ran out of space. For me, I think it's a space saver. Like I know it's like pretty tall, things like 28 inches or something like that. But it's a space saver. It's X-Men. People love X-Men, and it's just, for me, it's just the colors. The colors really pop, and the concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And coming to find out, like the wings are polystone. Like to me, that's amazing. PVC for me doesn't do it too well. But I think overall, it's just the paint, the sculpt, of course, but it's just the concept. It's for me, it's so simple, but it takes you so far.
Interesting.
What do you think, Crippler?
No, I think you nailed it. I think it's simple but effective, and everyone has preferences. You know me, I'm a dynamic. I like dynamic, but we're also starting to realize that not everything has to be for you, and you can sort of critique a statue in a way where, hey, I get it, that is not my style, but what the design intent is executed awesome. Like it looks really, really good. The paint, the way the wings concave around the body to like just sort of form around it, it's really, really cool. The base is like, it's not a Sentinel base, and it's thematically on point for the character, more accurate. And you can just look at it and be like, the sculpt is dope. Whereas, and also there's dynamic ones that came out before. There's plenty of them, and a lot of the reasons why people don't pull the trigger is because of space. The wingspan is super wide, you know what I mean? Or it's coming up and it's the wings are taking up the space for two other statues, you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, if there was an option to have both, great, but then the cost goes up with that as well. So I think we are starting to be a little more understanding of design intent when it comes to a certain statue and how the market is going to receive it.
Yeah. Nice. Kinzilla, I don't know if you're going to be adding this, but what do you think of this piece, Kinzilla?
Well, I was going to say that, like, for me, the only time I was interested in Archangel was I bought the XM Apocalypse, and I was looking at that piece.
Oh, yeah.
The base was similar, but I wasn't a big fan of the actual statue itself. When I first saw this, I was really close to hitting that button because it just had something about it, like both of you guys said, Crippler and you, Steve, it has a small footprint, but there's a lot of statue in that small footprint. Like, a lot of elegance, it's sleek, and it makes the character look badass. I mean, you look at it, this looks like a badass character, and it's done so well. I was real close to getting it.
And the three portraits help. The three portraits, that's value. You know what I mean? As these statues get more expensive, seeing that it comes with three, it's like, you know, because then you don't give the collector an extra out. Like if they're going to hit that pre-order button, oh, but I really wish it was this scope. Oh, I wish it was that. Nah, son, you got all three. Damn,
yeah. Interesting.
Besides, it does a good job. It giving you a lot of statues with a small footprint. I mean, I have the Red Hulk you just did, the Thunderbolt Ross Red Hulk. thing. I mean, I have it on a shelf. Like most of my Hulks require a big shelf. I got them all around me. That piece I was able to put on a much smaller shelf along with another piece next to it, because they make it to where it's a smaller footprint. A lot of statue. It's a big piece, but it can fit a small footprint, which is nice. Same with this piece.
Yeah, I'm seeing your collection behind you, and you know what you need. I think you need an archangel, man.
Oh,
I need a sideshow because Sideshow got the first MonsterVerse piece, Godzilla piece that I'm aware of was made by Sideshow from the 2014 movie, which I have right behind me.
That's true.
I think they split it off, and then they let Prime One take it over. So you guys need to regain that, man. Get some more MonsterVerse under your belt.
Yeah.
that's Kinzilla, by the way. So whatever he says, just a heads up.
Do it.
Vision, what do you think of this piece, Vision?
I'm like, well, when I first seen it, I thought it was dope. And there's a lot of things that Sideshow just came out with last year. That's why I think there was like Company of the Year. I'm a Prime One fanboy, so you could say, as you say, but I don't think Prime One was nowhere near Sideshow. Like at the same table for last year, everything else putting out. And this piece was like, I was wow, you get 3 head sculpts for that price. That's crazy. I'm not I'm not an X-Men guy either though. Because if you get this one, I'm gonna need a Wolverine. It just goes to a long line. But you did really well. Oh yeah, I got this.
He's a dirty Batman collector.
It's alright.
more Batman than anything. That's my style.
Nice.
What about you?
Just add free shipping. You get me. You add free shipping. You now.
What about you, KashDaGemini?
Man,
you got something for Lazy D?
I got something for Lazy D, man. They made fun of me. They was calling my name out.
Talk your shit, Cash.
I said if Daniel Bell ain't gonna say it, damn it, Daniel Bell is the effing GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. I said I'm done with X-Men.
We done.
I'm done with X-Men. I don't want them no more. And when that Magneto came out, I was like, okay, that's my favorite mutant. He almost got me. But when this Archangel came out, man, I was screaming. I was on the phone happy. I was talking to my guy Buck, and man, I PO'd it. I'm like, not 1, not 2, but 3. And I was like, look at the anatomy on it, man, and the wings. And I was just like, the skulls. I love the statue, man. And it just made me be like, bro, Daniel Bell's the fucking GOAT. And I PO'd it.
Thanks.
We're gonna do it anyway. And he means greatest of all time. He's not calling you a goat.
Yeah, greatest of all time.
Oh well, Piggy, you collect Piggy. If you don't know Piggy yet, Piggy is what do you guys call it? The palace of statues and stuff. And he has the green room, the purple room,
He's a segregationist.
He's got all the colors. All the colors.
His collection is vast.
He knows me. We were all at StatueCon.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So seeing this statue, I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna get a custom. I was dead set on a custom, and then I saw the preview of this, and I was like, it's cool. I love the paint, but it's cool. And it's one of those statues where it's like the more you see it, the more things you notice about it that stand out that you missed the time prior. So by like my 3rd time seeing it, I was like, man, how did this get in my cart? And then I was like, I got to make a decision. I can't get both. I'm getting both. But
you doing a both of them?
Yeah, but
both of them?
Both of them. Yep.
Both of them?
But the next day when I saw that portrait, the skull, the bronze skull portrait, the minute I saw that, I checked out. I was like, I'm getting this today.
That would do it. Yeah.
Today. That portrait right there in the middle, that bronze gold, man, that sold me. Like everything else is dope, including like the anatomy, the paint, the wings, the pose, everything. But when I saw that portrait, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm getting this right now.
Yeah, man. So good to know that.
I got a quick question for you, Danny. There's a lot of people who own duplicates statues, maybe from other companies like Archangel or Magneto. Would you talk to the business people at Sideshow and see if you can trade in those other statues, get them off the street, and then trade them. Get those off the street, and then you get the, you get them with the Sideshow. There you go. It's like taking guns off the street. Like you trade it in, like those programs. We can do that. I'm just kidding. But
One more guy. Jarhead, what are your thoughts on D Belly's question?
So I think why this did so well, one word, presence.
He bust out
Shout
the
out to
Peter.
X.
I'm actually using the word right. So like he gets mad because people use presence because it's like a big statue.
Shout out to Rex.
I'm using presence as in like, it commands presence. It catches your eye. There's three things to me that, will catch presence. And it's like, the sculpt, the body sculpt of the statue, the colors on the statue, and, just the overall, idea of the statue. And I think this covers all three. It's like, it just has a lot of presence behind it. It's not a big footprint, but yet it still has your eyes drawn to it. Even like the pictures don't do it justice. I prefer watching the video on this right here. It catches your eye.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I think I put a lot of effort on creating that sense of presence. Even for example, the chin up is a very subtle gesture with the face, and the smirkle, like a disgusting gesture from him. I think there is a couple things that works in the way to make that presence even more, let's say, bigger. If it's only, it's a quarter scale. It's not a big piece in terms of many things going on. It's not dynamic, whatever. But it has that. I call it what I said, like a elegant display and presence, which I think I took inspiration from Silver Surfer, because I think at that time it happened kind of the same thing. I've been looking to the market and I'm seeing a lot of Silver Surfers doing kind of crazy things, and none of them were kind of really telling his story. And it happens kind of the same with this character. It is, you can see him always doing kind of some crazy movements or whatever, which is fine. But at the same time, the good thing is it allows you, at that time allows me, or allows us, Sideshow, to create something that is not overdone with all the companies, and or the market itself.
On that note, Breaker Brimstone is one of my favorite statues ever. Very dynamic, and that's why I like it. The stuff you have been doing has been very awesome, and like I said, it's very elegant. Do you have another Danny Bell dynamic piece? You don't have to say what it is, or is it more of like this is going to be the new style of sort of like this Batgirl, beautiful statue? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But
I think it's the dynamism. You can get dynamism from various ways, right? There's something that we call line of action. In art's line of action, it is what the piece is doing. It is suggesting, right? And I have a couple of pieces, like one she's done more in the realm of museum, and another that I'm doing in the realm of more crazy and dynamic, because you have to find the balance. I think it's not just something that I'm trying to do. It is seeing, okay, what the market is offering, what we did in the past, what we don't have, and what we haven't doing yet. So, okay, let's explore those options. And I remember after making Thor of Brimstone and Hulk Gladiator and another piece, a couple of pieces, people were expecting from me crazy dynamic statues, which I love, but at the same time, it is,
change it up.
You can't just pick. Okay, let's do all dynamic. Let's do all museum. No. Let's find what is not in the market, what people want, let's hear the community, what they're looking for. And of course, you could say, you can't please everyone. People, they will have different, they have different needs, they have different tastes. Yeah. But there's an average in the market that you can feel, you can see it, you can hear. And that's what I'm trying to follow, to explore new ideas,
Awesome. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Looks good. A couple questions from the chats. What was surprisingly difficult about working on this statue that you didn't see coming? That's a pretty good question.
The wings.
Really? I feel like the wings would be a lot of fun.
Fun, yes. Difficult, yes, as well. Yeah.
I guess that.
The wings, because I didn't want to create a tiny wing, kind of weird tiny wings, because of the space, right? So I have to find a way to create the wings in a way that it looks like if you want to open the wings, is a full span, but if it's just closed, it feels like I didn't kind of fake it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was pretty difficult, to find the forms and the shapes, because at the same time you have these big wings folding surrounding him, but I can't block any side view, right? Because it's going to create some shadow, it's going to create some kind of weird thing. So it's it's something in the middle. It is kind of covering him, but at the same time giving some space. As you can see there, the side view, you kind of still seeing the side view of the character. You're not blocking the character, but the feeling that is giving you from when you take a look at from the main view, it is that these wings are just surrounding him, and those are things you have to explore many times. And what happens sometimes when you let's say you say, okay, these are the final posts. It's the final post for the wings, right? And you keep working on it. You start working on some high details and putting some more information in terms of the mesh, whatever. And then, time passes, and then you realize it's not looking good. This could look better. But now you have all these details done, and then and now you have to take a decision. It is okay. I have to go back and redo it, or let's stick with what we have, even if I know this is not the best option. And it's always a battle as a sculptor, and probably this happened to any other sculptor. It's a battle in your mind that is, okay, if I just leave like this, it's working and it's almost finished and it's done. But if I go back and change it, it's a lot of new work, but I know it could look so much better. And I, of course, always took the most complicated path, the difficult one, which is go back and do it better. And this is something that you have to do it. It's something that you can't solve it. Sometimes you solve it from the very beginning, very early on, but sometimes you have to see it many times. You have to show it to different people. You have to just sit there and see what happened with the time. It's kind of weird how it works, honestly, in people's minds, and especially in artists' minds. It's we have a kind of weird mind for you to know, right? So it's complicated, but it's fun. Yeah, definitely fun, but difficult.
I feel like you're talking about my life right now. It's a little difficult. It can get a little better. It can be a little. Just do this one little thing. Go back. It tells a little bit about life,
Yeah.
Some other questions we had. Will he be making or considering making an angel before turning Archangel?
That's interesting. That's something we can explore. Yeah. In terms of let's say financial aspects, as a company, we have to make product that sells. And if it's something that let's say there is an Archangel right now, it is a smart move to make an angel. Yeah. Because people could say, but I already have an Archangel, and I like more Archangel than Angel. So we have to face, those questions and see what's the best option for us. But I mean, exploring ideas, we do it all the time. I mean, you see a 10% of what we did and all the exploration we have been doing for all these years. And some projects that we explore like years and years ago, yeah, I mean, sometimes we say, hey, do you remember when we did this exploration on Magneto, for example? Yeah, I think that wasn't the time. It wasn't the moment, because we had a Magneto at that time. Do you remember? Yeah. And but now is the time, because we don't have it anymore. It's sold out, and maybe sometimes if even it's not sold out, maybe some people, new generation of collectors or new people who were looking for more comic style or more realistic style or whatever, I think it's time. And there is a lot of discussions all over the ideas to know what's the best fit for the right moment, which is extremely difficult, because you kind of playing poker, you kind of betting, you don't have the right answer. I think it's probably the toughest part of the business. It is to know what is the best character to do at this moment, because
perfect timing.
Because one more thing, it is you have to consider that piece you're studying right now, you guys are going to see it in more than a year and a year and a half, whatever, and many things could change. Maybe a movie just came out and it didn't really perform well, and then it's going to cause an opposite reaction of what you want to produce with this character, or the contrary. Maybe something came out and everyone wants to have this piece, and you're just in the middle of the production of that piece, it doesn't usually happen, but that could happen. Yeah, it's okay.
I think the same answer would go for Figure Kong's question. Any chance you would consider making an Iceman? You could blink twice for no, once for yes.
100%. No, 100%. I love Iceman. I love a character, especially for in, let's say, a composition perspective and the aesthetic of the character. I think is very interesting to explore. And of course, I can't say if we're doing it or not, we'll do it. But
I saw two blinks. Just heads up. So Mr. Kennedy's asking, whose smoke detector needs to be replaced?
Oh, mine. I'm sorry. Man.
No, it's okay.
My wife went she just went to buy some new batteries, and we don't have smoke detectors in Argentina, so that's on. I think it's smoke detector. Wow, what's that for? To detect. Okay, makes sense.
I asked the group in CMP, I did this late last night, so there would be a billion more pictures, but I asked the group to share some of their favorite statues from their collection for that were sculpted by you. So here are just some, not too many, but just some. Our guy, Mr. Books, he says, I really like how he sculpted the hands and anatomy on this one. The Spider-Man that you sculpted.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Same guy. This guy, insane display all the time. He also got the Carnage. He says, I love the sculpts by Danny Bell.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I love that sculpt as well. I mean, he's one of my favorites that I've worked so far.
Yeah. So our guy Carl shared these two, and of course you just got the Batgirl done, and he looks like he just added it to it. So
nice.
Yeah, I love when the guys share their collections, especially the ones they really like and how they present it. So these are just some of them, and Carl shared the same one, the Bane and which one's the one? The Gamma Ray, right? Right?
Yeah, Gamma Ray.
Gamma Ray. Yeah. And this one, to me, the Cyclops has the best anatomy. It's
that one is a very old piece I did before Sci, before exam, before in the past.
There you
go.
He was here with us last week, but shout out to Jimmy. This was by Carl. This is by Nice Guy. This guy, he collects a lot of your stuff. 10 out of 10 sculpt. Paint on Spidey, basis personal preference. I made it work with my display, but not for everyone.
That's true.
Honorable mention, the Spider-Man Noir. This one.
No,
and then he put them all together.
Wow. It's a great display, man.
I know, right? This guy unboxes the statue every other day. So just shout out to this guy.
Cool.
The same guy, nice guy, best licensed Carnage. Everyone loves this Carnage.
Nice, man.
But yeah, these are just some of the statues people sold. I'm sorry, shared, and shout out to you, man. Always representing. Awesome stuff, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You guys have any questions for D Belly before we get into our topics?
You gonna be at Statue Con again?
Was that? I'm sorry.
Are you going to be at Statue Con this year in August?
I will do my best to be there. That's the best answer I can give.
I'd like to meet you again. I have no statue. You signed my Gladiator Hulk last time. I'm going to bring my Bane, I think, this time.
Okay. and the Archangel, right?
No.
Oh yeah.
My Monsterverse too well.
You got to get out of here, Crippler.
Yes. This was a nice surprise. Great, always great seeing you, Danny Belly. Last question before I go. You never really made, you probably dabbled, but this was your first female statue with Batgirl, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to see your first robotic, whether Voltron or Transformer statue? Because that is something that I feel like you could conquer. You might not know, but just like the female, you might just knock it out the park.
I think the answer the best answer is females for me was something in my bucket list, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing I started doing when I started working on 3D modeling, like a long time ago, more than 20 years ago, it was cars. I love cars and I love muscle cars. And I started making, not sculpting, 3D modeling, because at that time, 3D sculpting didn't exist. So 3D modeling cars and robots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened in the middle. I think I burned out or whatever. Maybe I did many. And I changed, let's say, my perspective of what I like to, what I enjoy the most on sculpting males. Then I did some female studies, like a way before Batgirl, and I knew I could do a female. But I was really comfortable doing males, honestly. And actually, they were selling well, so I said, okay, we have right now people who kills it. Like Will Harbottle and Steve Lord and many other people, like why I'm going to just try the female. Then I saw this concept, I tried, it did well. I did a couple more female statues that you're going to see soon. And but robots, it is something that honestly, I don't enjoy doing it.
It's gotta have a passion.
Can I do it? Yeah, can I do it? Yes, I can, because I have the skills. Not better, maybe the people who loves to make robot statues. And that's another thing. Today I have to be very realistic at SciShow. It is we have this robot project. Who is the best fit for this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, I can do it, because let's find the best one to make the statue, because you guys deserve the best. And if I can't do the best, I mean, that's
No, that's a great answer. No, I appreciate it. It has to come from a place of passion and actually utilizing your resources wisely. And I think that's what makes you guys stand out. And okay, so you said you're making females. When is the next female X-Men? I'm gonna leave y'all on that one.
Let's see. Oh, he's thinking.
I'll ask you. You don't have to say when. Do you have a female X-Men? It could be whatever. You don't have to say what it is. You don't even have to answer it. But I would love to see a female X-Men.
I would say it is from Marvel, but it's not X-Men.
Okay. No, Danny Bell, was a pleasure to talk to you. CMP, as always. Piggy, all of y'all, chat, cash, all y'all. Love y'all all. I'll see you guys next time.
Good night, man.
See you, chat.
See you, man. Well, anybody else have any questions for D Belly?
Yeah, really fast. King Banana in the chat asked, is there an artist whose work you look forward to?
Is an artist who?
Like, is there another artist where you look forward to their work coming out, like a Milcar or anyone like that?
I mean, I have many artists. Some of them I don't know the names, but for example, I said this before. I love Steve Floor's work. I think he's one of my favorite sculptors, and William Harbottle. I look his work all the time when I'm sculpting my stuff, especially for females. Even if we don't share the same style, let's say, because they are extremely realistic, and I'm more kind of between comic and realistic. But the forms, the shape, the expression, the faces they're awesome. And in terms of comic, of course, Martin Canale, he's the best legend, a living legend, as I say. Because every single time that I say you're a legend, hey, I didn't die. I'm not a living legend. And there's a new guys. There are a couple of new artists, like young artists, like for example Maria Panfilova. She's great. The Kutcher brothers. I love Kutcher brothers. I mean, one of my favorite pieces by far is their Darth Vader, the mythos. Darth Vader.
Yeah,
the one with the cape. Oh, I love that one. I mean, there are many amazing artists that they work with us. Some of them they don't work with us. Doesn't matter. It's arts. So yeah, definitely.
How about a She-Hulk, Daniel?
Yeah.
We need a good She-Hulk. Like I mean, there's some nice ones out there, but like the style of the Gladiator Hulk you did is one of my favorites. I mean, not that she has to be a Gladiator Hulk, but just that kind of sculpt. A lot of times she either looks way too sexy or not more muscular than a woman you might see in a gym somewhere. It's a very unique look. Like that if you covered up, took the head off, that's She-Hulk,
Yeah. It's a tough character because, as you said, if you go too muscular or too fitness, it looks kind of weird. Yeah. If you go too soft, it's not a She-Hulk. Yeah. So something in the middle, of course, that it must be. Yeah, that could be definitely a great character to explore.
I don't collect female characters too much, but that would be one I'd add to my collection. Sure. A good one. Like I haven't seen any that really hits. I want something that would match what I have, not kind of look too cartoonish or too sexy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Just something like this guy, like just sexy and muscular.
That's true.
Jarhead, man, I feel like you have a good question for a sculptor. Like this guy is like in love with Franco. He's in love with what's the other guy that made that statue like Jarhead?
Yes.
You
can put me on the spot, man. I wasn't gonna.
Wednesdays at 8.
Get to me later. I'll ask another question later.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good. Jerry, you got anything, man?
I'm with Jarhead. I'm not good on the spot.
You guys had an hour and 8 minutes to come up with a question.
I didn't realize we had an assignment. So
no, it's all good. Well, Danny, like we're gonna get into tonight's topic. If you want to stick around for a topic, that'd be cool. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. But
yeah, I have my kids waiting for me, so I'll have to say goodbye for today. But we can I can jump in the call any other day.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, we hope you make it to StatueCon, man. We hope you
I do my best, man. I will do my best for sure. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a
good night.
Here.
Awesome. Man, you guys got all starstruck. Man, this guy was sweating. I was like, man, what's going on here? This guy never gets all.
I didn't want to say it in front of him, but don't you ever do that again.
Oh, that's the Jarhead I know.
I waited for him to leave. So
I've been talking to him through like for a bit now, trying to ask him to stop by and everything, and like see what he thought and everything. Then he's like, "Hey, I'm in California, so I'm only 3 hours behind." I was like, "You're 2 hours less behind in Argentina." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, now you're 3 hours behind." And it just got confusing and everything. But glad he stopped by, and I'll try to get him on next time so we can, prep some questions. I wasn't sure if he was gonna. Yeah. And maybe
I'll write some down next time. I'll have some just to break the last in case Daniel Bell shows up.
Yeah, next time. That's funny. All right, man.
Meeting him is a pleasure, man. Him and both Martin Canelli, they were both really great. They would talk to you. Like there was never a time when you felt like they didn't want to talk to you. They loved every question you asked. They would just like he is here. I mean, he goes on about stuff because he has a passion for it. So it was cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I was very surprised he showed up. Like I thought he was gonna not show up, but he showed up, man. And hopefully this is the beginning of more like interviews and stuff. So maybe get more people on.
So wait, Casual. Before you get to the topic, the funniest thing now that Kenzilla and I are both here, when we were at StatueCon, so his wife was sitting right next to me, Mrs. Kenzilla, and like to see us both separating our food into the section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the same way. Like her food can't touch.
Yep. Yep.
Crazy like that. And like when I was more brave and I didn't realize that she can be pretty angry, I used to take her plate and shake it and mix the foods to touch.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Shout out Kenzilla for still being alive to this day. Shout out Kenzilla.
Yeah.
Darfur Rashid says, "What's up, fellas? Just getting in from work, checking you guys out. What's up, Rashid?"
What do?
But yeah, man. So let's get into tonight's topic. Big shout out to Danny Bell again for stopping by. But so I had this question brought up because Cash were selling some XM Studios Spider-Man pieces, and I was like, Cash, I'll buy them all, because that's my favorite line. One of my favorite lines from any statue company is the XM Studios Sinister 6. But then it had me thinking, man, like, am I backtracking or should I backtrack now or should I wait till like Sideshow starts doing Spider-Man pieces, really cool pieces or something? And I was like, but those pieces that Cash had, the Octopus and the Doc Ock and what else did you have? The Electro. I was like, those are badass pieces, man. Like, luckily someone bought them. But I was wondering what you guys think. Do you guys want to backtrack or you guys want to wait for the new stuff for your collection?
So I actually have made a lot of mistakes along the way, right? And I was talking to Buck about this. So Buck, let's say there's like a new PO. We use the Archangel, for example. The Archangel comes out, but then let's say you want the, Sideshow Thanos on Throne, right? You kind of have to have like a tier system and combine it from the aftermarket as well as the POs, because if you don't, it's a lot of money coming out. So it's almost like your priority list, like what's more important to you. I mean, that might be the price, it might be the edition size, it might make you want to wait a little bit or something. So I feel like you got to combine the aftermarket with the pre-orders to kind of like figure out where you want to go. But based on certain stuff right now, I don't really want to backtrack with any mutants. I am loving what's coming out.
Why do you say mutants like that? First of all,
I mean,
I heard disgust in your voice.
Wow,
mutants.
I'm still in recovery. Like the Mystique is nice. The Magneto, Archangel. So, what the hell is going on with the chat, man? Cash hype statues up and then sells them. The Joe Biden of collecting. Wow. What is wrong with Dark Rashid, man?
What do you say?
I hate you.
Cash hype statues up and sell. The Joe, Jesus. What's your dream in KV? Oh, there you go. That's a good question.
Honestly, my dream would be when I walk in there, I feel like a kid, man. And that's how I know it's something that's staying. I honestly, I feel like I'm finally getting that, man. I cleared out my man cave, about to get it cleaned up. I'm about to do a room tour, and it's about to be like the emptiest room tour ever. But it's a fresh start, man. And I know where the Archangel is going, and I'm so happy to get it. And that's why for me, I'm not backtracking, man. I'm waiting for the new stuff. Just no different than you waiting for Magneto or the MODOK. Like, you're waiting for those new pieces to come in, man.
I think for me, like,
you ever run in, like you see a piece, and here's what I run into is I buy a lot of off BST older pieces, and I like them all, but they're all pieces that the first time I saw them, I hesitated, didn't buy them, and it's like it could be 3 years later, man, and you'll see that piece, and you're like, oh man, I got to have it. Like that same desire kicks right back in again. So like a couple of pieces I just bought, they were pieces I had my eye on, like Predator King on Throne. When I first saw that, I loved that piece, and I just hesitated, slept on it, and then didn't forget about it, but it wasn't on my radar. Then all of a sudden I see it again. I'm like, man, I got to have that piece. So I don't know if, like for me, I'll probably never lose that drive to step back and buy older pieces again, because once I know I like them, I like them. It doesn't change just because there's newer pieces out. You guys feel that way too?
A lot of the time, man. Like especially with like OG sideshow pieces. Sometimes, like I know they're like out of date. They're like out of like like that sideshow OG Hulk. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it always comes up on like my recently looked at photos. I'm like, that'd be a cool piece to like add, just a one-off. But I'm just like, it's kind of old, but if it comes around to being a nice price, I'll pick it up, Yeah. But I do that all the time. Like even when I'm on eBay or when I'm in part of those groups, I'm just like, I don't need it. That looks really nice. But
and it's when you come across it, like you're not even thinking about that piece. You just come across it, you're like, oh my God, here we go again. And you almost have to like peel yourself away from it and forget about it. That doesn't even work. There's times where I'm like sometimes I'll actually put it in a watch list, like on eBay or something like that, and then and try to forget about it. And then you just keep thinking about it, and you want to get it. You're going to get it. It's just, is it going to be this week or next week? But again, some of my older pieces that I have, man, they're really good pieces, and I'm so glad I come across them at good prices right now. Sadly, good prices, because that's not helping us overall. No. Like right now, LBS Thor, I've seen it 2 different places now. Now, mind you, I have Thor, Captain America, all of them. The Thor, as far as the sculpt goes and the time it takes to do it, and just the overall statue, I think is better than Captain America. But it's selling right now for $800.
$800, shit.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a 1/3 scale statue too. Like, come on, man.
It's beautiful. I know it's not for everybody. It's got a big base. It's not for everybody, but still, that is an awesome statue. And it's a shame because not just that statue, but those prices. It's great when you're buying it, but it kills the market. It kills all of us on the market.
As soon as you buy it,
you're fighting that.
So, like, you have a couple pieces that are pretty new. I feel like King Kong versus Godzilla, both busts. Do you see? I guess this is like I don't know. Do you see the sculpt being better, or do you see the sculpt being better in the older pieces? Like
these pieces here, I don't think there's anything that matches the sculpt on these ones right here. I know Prime One is going to be doing the Godzilla X Kong big diorama, supposed to have like 6 Titans in it. But the actual sculpt itself, so Sideshow sculpt, the first one they did in 2015, it looked awesome, but it can't hold a candlestick to these pieces up here. So I think probably I can't even see them getting better. I mean, they're spot on, perfect. But some of the older pieces, you realize that. Like I have Sideshow Scar Hulk that Martin Canali signed for me down at Statue Con. It's like an OG piece that you're talking about, the Hulk. Now, the sculpt on the new Hulks are way better than that thing, but it just has a place. There's not a lot of them, first of all, but it just has a place in the market because it's a piece that was made a long time ago that's holding its value. I still see that piece. I see that piece selling for more than the Thor, LBS Thor. Way more.
Yeah, it's crazy. Quarter scale. It was probably like $350 back in the day, too.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to go on this one?
I say why not? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't think you can do both, man. I think either you're hunting old stuff or you're getting new stuff. Like because with the cost of newer older stuff, if you're dropping like $1,500, $2,000, because a lot of times if you're hunting something, it's probably you consider a grail, somebody else probably does, right? So you're paying sometimes aftermarket prices than you know, and if you're just trying to collect nothing but those, I mean, that's just, I don't know. I just don't think you can do both.
I mean, I think you can. You're doing it right now. Look at that. You got the Sentinel on your right. That's an old piece. You got, those are all old pieces, man.
I traded a new piece for that.
I traded. But like, it's tough, man. Like, I do like the new stuff, but especially for you, since you collect X-Men, I feel like a lot of the old pieces are freaking awesome.
And that's the thing, though, too. There's so much good old stuff too out there, and stuff so much like deals. There's so many deals out there and stuff. It's real easy to get caught up on these deals and go, "Oh, I need this, I need that, I need this," and then you got pre-orders on top of that. You know, you've got, $300 on a pre-order, on, or whatever you're doing, payment plan or whatever. It's real easy to get caught up on, caught up in all that. So
that's why I got 3 Predators right now, exactly for that reason.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Or you could just say screw it and do everything.
Yeah.
I would think with customs, I think you should PO because they sold out. It's harder to get and you have to pay way more. But like if you don't need that instant gratification of having it now or locking it in and want to be the first, I say hunt for the past because you get it way cheaper for one, and for two, nothing really sells out. It's rarely something really sells out. You can buy a PO like with 2 months prior that is about to come out, so you'll find it, and you can find better deals on the aftermarket.
But see, that's what kills me sometimes. Like, just because it's cheap and it's beautiful doesn't mean like I should get it all the time.
But I say like it's cheap though, because like if like in Cali though, right? Like right now, if I put up where I go get I find certain statues that I could have probably like 200 statues in, and it's cheap, $300, $400. You know what I'm saying? So of course you got to buy things that fit your vision, like your swag and stuff like that. And then I go from there. But again, though, if you buy right now, that means you're putting out $1,400-$1,500 or maybe $800 right now, compared to putting $200 for PO or $400 for PO. So it's like how fast you want to spend your money. But just have a budget, like Cash said, and then make a list and then prioritize it. All right, I know I want the XM Hogbuster, but I'm not gonna be that anytime. That's always coming up. But this one I see right here never comes up. So I got to strike on this one now. Yes, this one's not as hyped as that one is, but you never see it, you know what I mean? And you just gotta just go there. I got one.
Vision, you go both ways, right?
I'm 100% free.
Backtrack. Because you got a lot of new stuff behind you, but like the
I just got Pure Arts what's it, Israel and stuff like that, and yeah, so I got that, and that was one of the second statues I seen prior to Jet Me, and I said like, man, I'm gonna get that. Oh my, I fell in love with it right away. But while I was looking at videos, that Batman 1000 came up on a video. I said, what is this? This is not a drip. So then I just got stuck onto Batman, like, oh man. But then now I got it, so I'm excited that I got it. Now it's not everybody else probably hate it, like these Mega Mans probably hate it, but I loved it,
Yeah.
So
Fair Kong's asking a good question. What do you guys consider old pieces? Like 5 years plus, 2 years plus, 1 year ago?
I know some people will down your collection because it's old. Like, I just nothing but old shit, like old stuff. I'm like, what? It's still that doesn't matter when it came out. It still looks good.
Yeah. Scary.
I mean, I guess that's the interpretation. I consider anything old, anything you can't get at a retailer anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's no payment plan, and you gotta beg people and like, oh god, I'm a trustworthy guy and all this stuff. And,
yeah, beg people.
You got to somewhat hunt.
Yeah, you got to hunt, man. So yeah,
I like hunting though. Like if you get anything instant gratification, I get bored easily. But like when I know, especially when I know I'm about to get something and somebody take it away from me, like damn, I almost had it. I get excited at that. I'm like, oh man, you get hyped up,
That's the addiction.
Yeah,
it's like an addiction. It is like an addiction. It's crazy.
I'm looking forward to that day. Like sometimes it happens. Like when that day someone puts like Prime 1 Green Lantern for sale, my phone's gonna blow up because everyone knows that I want it. And like as soon as that comes up,
why am I just hearing about this?
Well, now you know, right?
I didn't know. I didn't know you were into Justice League.
Where was this energy when D Belly was here, man? Come on. Trying to be all respectful and stuff. Like, who is this, Mr. Bell?
What's an old school feeling though is like I was trying to get that Gotham by Gaslight, by Sideshow. That it was just, to me, it was a pretty cool piece, unique. And I waited just a little bit and it sold out fast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
hunting it down is hard, man. You don't see it up too often. And that kind of reminds you back in the day, like even when I first got into it, and I got into it late compared to how long they've been out, but that's how those pieces were, man. If you didn't get them right away, man, you weren't getting it. You know, you're going to be sitting there without that statue. Now it seems like it's not quite as hard. But I mean, some of the sideshows still sell out pretty fast. But yeah, that was a different day back then.
Hell yeah. Jar, how's the custom world? Do you guys backtrack a lot, or do you guys just go for the
Well,
newest?
I guess that's what I meant, because a lot of times when I'm ordering with the custom stuff, it's not, there's no waiting. You either get it right now, or 9 times out of 10 it's going to sell out, especially if it's a dope ass statue. So you know, unfortunately, I've got several pre-orders out right now. So it's hard to go back and forth between, you know, the finding a licensed piece that I really wanted, and then all my pre-orders and everything, and then keeping track of everything on top of that. Because, you know, we'll talk about, I got this statue on pre-order, then I'll forget that I had another one on pre-order, you know. So it's like, you know, there are statues that I have gone back and hunted down. Obviously the XM Sentinel piece, and that was just because it just, the stars lined up, you know.
The craziest deal of 2024.
Yes,
Yeah.
the craziest deal of 2024. But you know, I there's certain statues that I would love to own, like that Wolverine that we talked about the other day. I would love to own that one day, but realistically, I try to look forward more than back. There are, like, I had the Hulkbuster for a little bit. You know, there are certain pieces that I would hunt down, but it's far and few between. So,
Yeah.
Custom pieces take longer to come in than licensed for the most part.
Yes and no. Sometimes, like that, the Colossus behind me, that took less than 8 months to get in my hands.
Oh wow!
So it just depends.
That sideshow speed there.
Yeah. So I've been noticing this group, once they start producing stuff, it goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just depends.
Yeah.
Then there's also custom groups that take 3 years. So it just depends.
What do you think, Jerry? Are you backtracking? Or are you gonna get?
Wait, is that Jerry? I didn't recognize you with no light.
Jesus.
We're not at side view.
It's different when the lights come on.
Yeah, I've experienced that before.
You YOLO, you only here, baby girl. It's okay.
It's me. It's me.
Right?
No time, waste time. Can't backtrack now.
If it slips in, it slips in, right? Okay. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, like I probably plan on backtracking now more. Like once I'm done with my few POs that I have left, the things that I want the most, I have to backtrack for. Especially now jumping into like the Witcher Prime 1 line, the quarter scale. Like most of those I got to backtrack for.
Yeah.
Are you feel more comfortable backtracking because those are available now? Like, what if Prime 1 goes like, "Hey, man, we're gonna announce more stuff for The Witcher"? Like, wouldn't you go that way?
Well, it depends, because like a lot of the ones that I want, they've already made 2 of them, and it seems like that's what they're doing. They're making like a regular, and then they're doing like the alternate outfit. And honestly, like it's almost like a sense of relief because I could go more on my time. Like, all right, I'm ready to buy one. I can let me start hunting for this one, see if I find a good price instead of being stuck to the timeline of a PO and a release schedule and stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I got a good question on. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So when you're looking for something on buy, sell, trade, for example, the one thing I struggle with, if I want to search for a piece instead of just mindlessly going through 100 pieces on every different BST site, if I do a search, it doesn't work. It generally pulls up like completely wrong pieces or pieces that have been sold for 10 years. Is there a better way to search for something?
It's called the black market.
No, there's filters you could put through. I'll show you how to do it backstage. It's
Okay.
it's a little couple.
He's called Nice Guy. He'll help you find anything.
Yeah, actually, that's good. That's good one. Yeah.
Does he do that to you guys too? Jesus.
Just enable
Yeah.
Nice Guy, and yeah, he'll look for it. For you.
Nice Guy is the biggest enabler. He'll find whatever you need.
I'll get a message at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I saw something that you might like. I'm like, bro.
Sometimes I just mention on a show, and I'm sure we all do, that you're looking for a piece. Like within 24 hours, you got like 10 people showing you where, where
all
they're
the
at.
time.
Yeah.
I always get, were you looking for the exclusive? I was like, like, what are you talking about?
Man,
it's scary, man. What about you, Piggy? What do you think?
So, can you guys hear me? Is it good? All right. So, I'm for both. Like,
wow.
Get new pieces.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong.
I'm sorry.
Don't let him make you feel guilty about that.
I mean, it's one time in band camp. No, I'm just playing.
Keep going. Keep going. We're here.
Yo, the cherry pies, bro.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Oh man.
You know, like moreover, I'm looking for new stuff and I'm trying to grab new pieces. But if the time comes and I have some extra money, I don't have a bill due, and I see that Voltron available, I'm getting it. You know what I mean? If it's a piece that I've always wanted, I'm gonna get it. And
there's no space.
I'm gonna buy it first. Since I got my Funko Pop, I need a second.
but it's like, you know, I said once I'm like retired, it would be like 2 pieces a year, and then I would rotate 2 out. I would easily say 1 old piece that I always wanted, and maybe 1 new piece that I want that's coming out. You know what I mean? I don't think it's now if you're looking for a line, like how you almost bought Cash's Sinister 6, then yeah, I would backtrack all day. I would rather get something that I've saw that I've already known is the quality is there versus waiting another decade to try and complete that Sinister 6 again. Because by the time you get to the end of that decade, you're waiting for another, another new wave. So I would definitely backtrack for lines, but just in general, if I see something new I want, I'll go for it. But at the same time, if I just happen to come across a piece that I've always wanted and I didn't have the opportunity to get it before, I'll grab it. I don't think it's
which Voltron?
Sideshow.
The old classic one.
Yep.
Alan says so. Nice. Piggy swings both ways too, just like Vision.
Only at band camp, Alan. Only at band camp.
Nah, not just like Vision.
They don't discriminate the feet.
I low key that movie though. That girl is fine though. Don't get me wrong. Everybody had a crush on her though. Like, come on.
American Pie. Hell yeah.
I'd have walked in the room and probably bust. Like, she ain't gonna touch me. Breathe wrong. Like, let you sneeze.
I don't know if I'm going to show Kenzilla how to filter, because now that you're going to be organized and now that you're going to know like how to search for it, the hunt's going to be gone. You know, the fun's going to be gone.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking where it's going to enable me so much. Yeah, I'll be finding everything too fast.
Yeah,
I got one piece. I'm not going to say it right now.
Just say it.
But I'll say it backstage. Yeah. Vision will be enabling me like crazy. But I found it on eBay and I slept on it a little bit. The guy lowered the price like by $300, and I slept on it. Like, just thought about it, and I'm like, it was only like 2 watchers, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. It was right in the middle of all this other stuff I was getting. Gone.
Yeah.
But eBay, you tend to pay more for it in most cases. Although I got my Fugitive Predator on eBay, way less than it was on BST and way under retail, and it was in perfect shape.
Sometimes you get lucky, man.
Yeah.
eBay's another drug.
But y'all talk about nice guy enabling people. Like, I feel like Vision is the worst enabler.
Oh yeah.
Whole community.
Oh, but like, I find you a deal though. I don't just show you.
Wait. Vision will hit you up at like 3:17 a.m. Half off shipping, Brody. Throw it in the cart. Throw it in the cart before I grab it.
No, I get more messages from Vision just showing me what he's about to buy, which I'm grateful for it. Like, that looks good, man. That look great in your collection.
He don't buy it though. That's the problem. He has like all these great ideas, but some he does buy. Actually, some he does.
Yeah.
He's-
Only because I do like
he
when
buys
people
a
says
lot.
I want one more statue, then I'm taking like a 2-month break, and then it's like you want to make the right decision. I'm gonna get them, but it's just like man, which one do I want to see first, or do I want to the Batman?
You need this, and it'll be like great price, and it look good in your collection.
Yep.
Moose says a lot of backtracking is just waiting around for the piece to pop up anyways, so I do both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was interesting. I don't think I got a concrete answer from anybody. I think everyone goes both ways, so it's okay. It's all good.
I take turns.
Jesus.
I don't do both at the same time.
I don't know. That's just got in my mind right now.
Save it for the OnlyFans. Save it for the OnlyFans.
This I came up right after that topic. So, Cash, do you think is it too late to restart?
No, you can restart it anytime, man. We have people who, anything can happen. You just might not like what you see or need the money or whatever. But I think you just gotta have a plan, man. Because even with like the backtracking or restarting, like if there's something out there that you really want, I think you'll find a way to get it. Like restarting is tough because it's crazy having so much stuff in your room and out of nowhere it's empty. You know what I mean? You're like, holy cow, man! These like all these years and it's gone, like poof. You know what I'm saying? And but I like the restart that I'm doing because it's that rebuild process, and seeing like how I'm gonna build it back up to something fantastic. Because like even if you look at Vision or Kenzilla's background, like at one point in time, both of those rooms, I'm sure, were empty. You know what I mean? And,
nah, they started like that, man.
wow. And like, look where it's at now. And that's the part that I do like of seeing that your vision. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So it's never too late.
Never
Jarhead,
too late.
I feel like you're kind of restarting, moving into new house. You're gonna put those statues on the floor. Start from the bottom.
That's where they're going, on the floor.
You serious though?
Of course. I said it's going to put on the floor.
What do you think? Is it too late to start for people?
I mean, I've done it, so I can't say that it's too late for anybody. I mean, I've sold almost my whole collection before, and I started again. So, I mean, if what you're interested in it had changed, why not? I will warn people though that it's not necessarily the smartest idea to go back and forth, because you're just wasting money at that point.
Yep.
Because the market is time. The market is, and not in your favor to try and sell stuff. Not right now, anyways. But it's your money, I guess. Like I said, I've sold majority of my stuff, and I've always took a hit on, the stuff I sold. And if you recognize that that's going to happen and you don't care, then that's it, whatever. But just be aware of that. But yeah, I mean, you can start over and start.
What makes you want to start over though? When I think about my collection and the amount of time and work I put into thinking about it and building displays, and when I walk in, like I generally get a genuine feeling of happiness when I walk in. Like I'm sure we all do. Like you like what you see, you walk around. Because sometimes my wife's like, why do you keep looking at the same piece? I'm just stand there staring. I'm like, because this is like the inner me. I mean, I'm looking at the inner me when I'm looking at all those pieces. They weren't just something I bought randomly. They're stuff you think about, you like, you had a passion for it. So I couldn't even imagine. So what makes you guys restart? You just don't like what you have?
So you pretty much have a set path of how you collect, right? You collect monsters and Godzilla and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, when you love so many things, it's hard to stay focused on the one thing that you collect. That's the problem. Like when I first started collecting, I think everybody goes through it. You want to collect everything.
Yep.
You're not down a set path. I want to collect X-Men. I want to collect Spider-Man. I want to do this and that. And realistically, not many people can do that. So 9 times out of 10 people that started off collecting one thing, 9 times out of 10 people that start off collecting 10 things, they're going to or a couple things, stay on that path. It's when you start diverging into 85 different IPs, then you start over and like, no, I really want to collect this instead of this. I think you need to come up with a plan before you start collecting. Like, hey, I just want to collect this, and that'll alleviate a lot of that. Because
you got to see his other room though. He has a lot of other IPs though, like a lot of
really, really
room. This one behind him is nice, but the other rooms is crazy. I'm like,
yes,
wow.
but it's still focused. Like if you steal,
it is. Like I buy.
You gotta get out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, fellas, my bad. Hey, you guys have a good night. Had a great time.
Unboxing
No problem. Sorry, man. Yeah, no problem, man. Have a great night, man.
Take it easy, Piggy.
So you feel like you're better the second time around, though?
Yes, because now I know that what I really want.
Okay.
What stuff splashed in, like, and I told when I first started collecting, I told Steve, I was like, I'm trying to stay away from X-Men because it's a pit, but the more I fought it, the more I just started coming back to it because
it's on the floor, it's on the wall.
Because
we're talking about X-Men, right, Steve?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Michael
There's
and
some other
Robert.
things over there too. But I just love the IP so much that I just couldn't do that to myself, and that's why I started over again. But at the same time, it's like, there are other things that I love that I'll probably pick up here and there, but I just can't collect everything, and I've got to tell myself that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Vision, I don't think you answered yet. Would you restart all over again?
I just started, so
I just
started. Yeah, I just
started, but I don't want to be boxed in just with one, like all Batman, so that like I do like other things, so I do try to get just reputations of that character that I think is dope, and that's it. I don't need a whole line. Like the only line I really care about is probably like maybe the turtles. I want all four brothers. I don't want just one turtle, or my Power Rangers or something like that. But other than that, I just want like a character.
How long you been doing it? 2 years?
19 months. 19
months. I mean, look what you have in 19 months. That is insane.
Hey, IRS. I'm not 3 years, 4 years.
That's impressive, especially because of how many times you changed your room and rebuilt your displays and made all that work in that amount of space you got. 19 months. That's
it's all right.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. But I won't say I'm gonna slow down because there's a lot of things I do want. Like right now, I'm into gaming. You know what I mean? Like gaming statues are like dope because I played a lot of games when I was little. So when I see certain things, I'm like, man, that hit home and stuff. I'm really into like gaming and stuff right now.
Yeah. How about you, Jerry? Would you restart?
Nah. I restarted pretty much once so far when I went from figures to statues. And then recently I just kind of not restarted, but just redirected the collection. And that's when I decided, kind of like how Jarhead was saying, like, you can't collect everything. And I was trying to do everything that I liked. A couple movie pieces, games, anime, and stuff like that. Whereas like now I just kind of like taking the movie TV pieces out of it and realize like I like the video game and anime pieces more. And it's harder. Especially how everything's going now. It's you can
stay in focus,
restart, but it's hard.
Staying focused is the hard part.
Yeah, because there's always so many good pieces coming out.
I mean, unless you're Mr. X, then you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, buy them all.
Yeah, when you got just stupid expendable money, then yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah,
even though
it doesn't matter if you lose money or anything on pieces.
No. It's just like when I see his collection, it's like he buys everything he wants, right? Anything he wants. But now that I don't know if you guys saw his last video, shout out to Mr. X, but he's shifting everything now. He's moving his Predators to one wall. He's moving his X-Men to the other side. That's going to take a lot of time. Yeah, he should have, right?
He matured me a lot, so he's like, you know what? The guy's right.
At the same time, he's getting rid of a lot of pieces too. So I'm sure that's like, it's going to be a hassle for him just to get rid of. Maybe like, it's not going to hurt his pocket or anything, but still it's going to be time. Like,
what's he say now? Hashtag restraint?
Hashtag restraint. Yeah. That's what he used to say.
Yeah. His show though, like, him and also love him or hate him, that Sean Sanders, they put a lot of pieces up that you get to see that you normally wouldn't see. So many pieces. I mean, when I first started watching, I was watching Sean Sanders' channel, and I was like, man, I was seeing pieces I didn't see anywhere else at the time without doing like a lot of searching. Same thing with Mr. X. I mean, and his reviews are top notch. I love his reviews. He's enabled me to buy a few pieces I was on the edge with, because I wanted to see them in hand. I wanted to see what they look like, you know.
Yeah, and then he has them next to like another piece, or he puts them in the line and stuff.
There are pieces that still have that love. Art, the statue collector too, same way.
I know Rashid follows that guy too, Sean Sanders. So shout out to Rashid.
Yeah, that's a favorite boy. That's your boy.
Yeah. Sean Sanders, who's this guy?
Don't worry about it.
Is that the guy that breathes hard behind the camera?
He's the strongest statue collector out there.
I beg to differ.
I stole this topic from Jarhead. Jarhead, I don't think you use these words.
Why are you stealing my shit? Why are you stealing my shit, bro?
I use a bigger word. Is it a burden to collect? Jarhead was like, didn't you mention it? Like, do you guys feel it's stressful? Like, is what you use?
Yes, so I use the word stressful.
Oh,
Stressful. Yeah.
it can be.
Do you still find it
Burden?
stressful?
What do you
Jarhead?
mean by burden?
Like stressful. Like, do you think it's a stressful?
To me, it's both. It's an outlet, but then it is sometimes stressful, because then, like, you know, and not everybody on the panel is as hardcore into custom as me, but in the custom world, you know, you'll be, you know, driving down the road, you know, not thinking anything else, and hey, you gotta pay your PO this month, and then another one will come up, and then another one will come up. You're like, God damn, what? They all come up. Like,
Yeah,
it never fails.
Recently with customs.
Well, that's something like what P just did with their turtle thing. That they
$800
that balance in 2 days, basically. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, then sometimes you don't even know how much the shipping is going to be, right? So it ain't like, oh, it's gonna be $100. You're paying a whole nother statue for shipping sometimes.
And it's crazy if you really, really wanted that statue, but it's not like, oh, you're broke or you're cheap or something like that. Like, I don't like to pay shipping, so anybody can say I'm cheap or broke, whatever. You say what you say, especially if you're down the street. But that is a lot of money. But then Ledge said, like, well, I paid this much for the RDJ bus, so I started breaking that price down. I said, like, well, that price, when I first looked at it, it looked like a lot, but it is coming overseas. I'd rather pay that much, and you get $200 credit as well, compared to that, than give Sideshow $438 and they're 20 minutes away from me. That right there is crazy. But at least I know that's at least going on somebody's ship or something like that coming to me.
Yeah, but
we're gonna do it anyway.
$800 and something for shipping though. That's nuts.
But it's freight, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Mr. X problem. Man. Cash, do you find it stress, or is it a burden to collect?
It can be if you don't reel it in, and that was another reason of like kind of like taking a step back and figuring out like that like what you really want to get, you know. Like I always say, man, in here is easy, it's simple, it's Batman, it's Rogues. I know I'm getting some books, some art prints, some custom commission stuff, and it's simple. I'm in love. And out there it was almost like my problem was I had so much space to where it made it you thought you could get everything, and then you could sell some stuff but then get something else, and you just had to reel it in and really like have that vision, man, because then you also got to pay your grown-up stuff that's more important, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it can be for me, man. But I think now where I'm at mentally and financially now, and then like just on point, I'm not as quick to hit that PO button. I'm not as quick to worry about that deal in the aftermarket. You know, basically just trying to put the adult me ahead of the kid me, and that's where I was struggling at, you know.
Got that on lock now though, right?
Yeah, dude. Like I know people be joking and stuff in the chat, but like I always tell these stories because like I'm serious, man. One day it's gonna be, and I hope not, but it might be somebody out there on the street because they chose statues over their house, and then people gonna be looking and laughing. I'll be that one guy, like I told y'all. So, because I'm serious, like this. Stuff
I think some people
man.
Just be waiting though too, like because somebody buying all the time. Like, hold up, that don't even add up. Like, yeah, we're waiting for that house to get repossessed or something.
Jesus.
I'm
so if that house get repossessed, just take down my number and call me. I'll pick up the statues for you. Don't worry about it. I'll come out there in a minute.
Free shipping too, for sure.
Well, Kenzilla, I feel like you buy everything. Like Vision was saying, the other side of the wall is a whole different thing. Predator, Hulkbuster, like Maestro. Like is it a burden though? Like when you collect all these things?
It's not a burden because I get such a really great release. Now I will say this: there are times where, and I have no idea why, where I'll walk in and I'll think about the amount of money I have in this stuff, and I'm like, what the heck am I doing this for? It's just crazy.
Man, that was perfect timing, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, this is crazy. Why am I doing this? I mean, it doesn't last long because of the recourse, and I'm not even one like. And Vision and I talked about this one time. Like, if I ever go to sell a statue, and I don't sell many pieces. Maybe I think I've only sold really one statue and a couple smaller things because I like everything I have. And I've had people offer me after my last Al from Multiverse Digest. He did a room tour, and I had people pinging me for a couple of my statues. One was my Captain America at the time. Someone offered me twice as much as what I paid for it, and I didn't buy them to sell them and make money. Like, that's not what I want to do. But down the road, even if I have to sell my pieces and I don't get, maybe I get half of what I pay for them, to me it doesn't bother me because I had them in my place. I used them. It's like anything else you have. I mean, it'd be nice if they held value, and some pieces probably will. But no, I wouldn't say it's a burden. Sometimes I get this like a smack of reality. Like, man, we're putting some serious cash in this stuff, and I got to do a reality check as to why I'm doing it. Like, I'm fortunate to where buying the statues isn't the hard part for me. The hard part is, keeping my collection nice, and I don't want to clutter it. I want it to flow nice. I want to make my own displays, my own shelves, and make sure everything looks nice. That part's more stressful. And also, like I think Alan Kiefer mentioned, once in a while running into tough retailers who just don't communicate with you. Things are taking way longer, and that can be very tough too. But I mean, that'd be my burden. Not huge, but every once in a while when I get that feeling of like, what the hell, I gotta do a little reality check. But it helps keep you from overdoing it too. At the same time.
Yeah, our guy Vivid says, once it gets stressful, it's time to reassess your situation.
Yeah.
That's very true. Jerry, let's reassess. No, Jerry, like, do you find it a burden collecting? I think you're on mute right now.
Yeah, it can be. I kind of echo most of what Cash said. Like, sometimes, man, those payments, and kind of like Jarhead also said, like, customs, when you dive into that, you get 2-3 notifications, 4 notifications around the holidays, and it's like, time to pay up. It's like, oh shit. But I think it's just about learning as you go, and don't try not to make the mistakes you did when you first got in. Like, I've learned a lot the time that I've been collecting. I've made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, too many POs, and it was like, I want to. That's the biggest thing, is I want to be done with POs.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, you get hit every month, like, for 1 statue, 2 statues, 3 statues, 4 statues, and like you got 5 statues on PO. You're like,
when you look at it, it's like 30 bucks,
$100.
80 bucks, 110 bucks. That's nothing. That's nothing.
Even payment plans are dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, you think payment plans are your friend, and they're not.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's all business, man.
Mr. No Yapping, is it a burden to collect still, or you're still having fun with it?
Well, not a burden. Like, I think it's like the most stress I ever felt was probably when I'm going on vacation and I don't want a statue to come and just be sitting outside. That was like, that's probably my only like I said though, I have a budget. And I tried. I did go over my budget last year. I think the last month, I remember by a lot, but. I mean, I prepare myself for that though. So like every year I try to say like, okay, like I'm gonna have this much money and I want to do this. But this year I want to do it differently. I just want to get a few, but I want to save up and see. I want to be ready for those sales, because those sales last year was crazy now, and I wasn't ready for it. Like I should have been ready for it, But I didn't know it would be like that. But now I know it's a possibility that could come back. I at least want to be locked and loaded just in case that happens again,
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then like going on like Jarhead's show, man, them customs starting to look good. And then like the one, well, I got like 3 coming, but one of them is like a group. I can actually talk to these people, and I'm just and how they like communicate. I'm like, that's dope. Probably wanted to do this. Like, I mean, the other companies to do this, you know, because you can see certain things and like you feel like it's more personable. Kind of like that feeling, you know.
It's a new experience for you, right? Well, like with the license stuff, it's like you pre-order, you don't hear from them
You
until
never know when it's gonna come out. Like it can come off whenever. Like somebody like, yeah, 3 years, and then you get Mr. Nice Guy. Just wait. You're shooting a rush, right? Man, I'm not waiting 3 years. I won't make it.
It's kind of like when you try that new thing and then you find out you like it and you're like, oh, I'm into this.
Yeah, that's when I first got out. Yeah, Aladdin girl. I was like,
Wednesdays at 8. There you go, Jarhead. That's all you had to say. All right, man. Let's get into some pictures, and we're already at 2 hours, so let's get the hell out of here pretty soon. This is by our guy, Mr. Books. Kenzilla, like you were talking about, setting up your display. I think I'm pretty good with setting up my display, but I'm never as good as this guy with the lighting. The lighting is always...
Yeah, he does it. Like Vision with the lighting, man. I always look at the lighting these guys put up. I like just basic, like regular light. And I tried display using colored light like this in my display, and it never looks as good as these guys. Like his,
I know.
Never. I'm like, this sucks.
And look what they use. They use the simplest things. I'm trying to buy the expensive lights and everything. These guys are using some puck lights, whatever. Like, man.
I got 2 sets of lights that have like 18 different colors, and I have them on white. It always looks like shit when I light them up differently.
Yeah. Shout out to Mark Books.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, then he used the statue for a light up too, man. This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Queen Studios Iron Man.
I was teasing with him because I have the Sideshow Mark 7 that has a great light up base too. It's not the actual Iron Man isn't nearly this nice, but the base light up is pretty cool, almost like this one.
I think that's nice. Yeah, the Sideshow one.
Yeah.
Well, Mark Books used to be a Sideshow boy, but now he's leveled it up. Now he left the Sideshow boys behind. He said,
I'll get a text in a couple months.
Yeah. But
that base is crazy good though. There's no doubt about it.
It's a beautiful statue. Yeah. Overall, it's beautiful. He got the clean version too. There's like a battle damage version.
I like it clean.
I don't feel same time as XM suit up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to clean. If I get it, it'd be clean.
And even when he buys the simplest things, like this guy knows how to like take a picture of it or light it up too.
His lighting is always good. It looks so good. And part of the reason, like Vision and seeing some of the stuff he displayed, I'm like, I'm gonna start trying this different kind of lighting. I'm gonna step my game up. Just never looks the same.
Just gotta FaceTime these guys. These guys help.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. Right there.
Guys, and it's not raining though.
Our guys at Constructive Outrage had an episode last Thursday. They're talking about what's this game called? Marvel Rivals turning into statue stuff, and I was like, it's not a bad idea, but we'll see. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Crippler, Rashid, and the guys. Critical Mass.
AK.
Funny guys. AK. I love Year of the Mass. That's my quote of the year so far. Year of the Mass. Shout out to Critical Mass. They're on episode 87, man. They've been around a little bit over a year now. That's crazy.
Wow, yeah, that's good.
A year and a half, I think. Yeah. Shout out to these guys. Our guy Dion. He's showing Jerry how it's done.
Yeah. Hey, I've had just like what he does with Jarhead. I've had these pieces first.
He be copying.
He just copies. That's all Diane does. Is just copy.
Let me skip.
Is that number 3, Jerry?
What's up?
Is that number 3? Assassin's Creed 3, the game?
No, 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. This is what company's on the right, Jerry?
Pure Arts. That's the one Vision just got too.
Oh, really? Vision?
Copying Jerry.
He also copies. It's all right.
Vision, you got that piece?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Really cool.
I'd unbox it.
That all that detail behind that character is crazy. I don't know nothing about the piece, but amazing.
Oh, this was a StatueCon, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think I saw one of you guys. Yeah, I think I saw Ledge touch it.
I did like an overview of it.
I saw all the pieces, man. He didn't care.
Yeah, he
go ahead, break it, I'll buy it.
it's bendable.
And it's massive though. The piece is not small. It's pretty big. It's like
it's a pretty tall piece. The base.
PCS did this comes from a guy named Frank, and he actually got both storms, like the white version and the black version. I hope this is from the Flash, like the skin kind of looks kind of weird. Looks ghosted a little bit. I saw this at San Diego Comic-Con. I really like this one. The textures, the base, it was really cool. But people are finally getting some stuff in hand from PCS.
Yeah, I like the black suit better on this.
And here's the white suit. The white suit looks good too.
Yeah.
PCS guy Frank got both.
Yeah. You guys like it or no? Not really.
I like Storm as the character, as the statue. I don't know about the base. I feel like the base is cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the base either.
Could be something big or something better. You like Division?
The white one looks better than the black. I don't know. I wouldn't buy it though. So like, nah, that must sell.
Yeah. Jarhead, this one for you. It's gonna.
No. The statue doesn't really do it for me.
I feel Storm the character is badass. Like if they got it in a different pose or something, it would have been cool.
I definitely like the other one better, the action one.
The one on the Sentinel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna be huge though. That's 1/3, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Frank for sharing his pictures. Our guy Gotham Cenobites got a new emblem. So if you guys see somebody with Gotham Cenobites and different logo, yeah. I like it. I love the font. I love like it still pays homage to the old one. It's really cool. This guy does all his work on his phone, man. So shout out to this guy. Like this is really cool. He said he's had this channel for 5 years. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's another one that does well with lighting.
Yeah, one day, yeah, like
his lighting is crazy. Yeah, like that.
Heck yeah. That's nice.
There's gonna be a ton of Hot Toys just because there wasn't that many statues coming out. But this is straight from Hot Toys. This isn't custom or anything.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks really good. I thought it was like the jacket, the coat, and everything.
That looks spot on, man. Wow.
There's a suit if you guys don't want to put the jacket on him. Jerry, does
I almost went down this line when I was still collecting Hot Toys.
I was gonna say, Jerry, you collected Hot Toys. Would you get this?
Yeah, like I said, I was going to, and then that's when I kind of decided like I didn't. I still have a few figures, but I didn't want to go as deep as I was.
Pause. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Would you guys get into figures like Hot Toys, like Ken, Ash?
I'm thinking about getting the horror ones because Sideshow has a Pennywise, and they're about $200. I think if I were to do it, it would have to be something like that. Because believe it or not, that was actually the very first thing I ever ordered from Sideshow was some horror figures. It was, I think it was the company was called like 30 or something like that. It was.
Yeah, that's what I still have. I still have a few 30s.
And
yeah, they're more affordable.
They are. And so I mean, I would only do it for horror though. For me though.
That's the thing with like Hot Toys and even in art. Mm-hmm. Man, they're getting up there, man. Like even people talk about in art only, but even Hot Toys are $300, $400, $500. Like
this is $542 right here.
Yeah, you get I'd rather get a statue.
Yeah, like Jerry was saying, they're going up in there. This is the artisan edition. This is like wool hair or something, punched in hair.
Yeah, well, that's a step up for. They changed. I only have one Hot Toy, and that's the Hulkbuster, 1/6 scale.
Of course, of course.
That's a big piece.
That's a big piece.
Yeah, that's not a small hot toy either.
Of course, Kenan, you would.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But none of the other ones appeal to me because I have the Iron Man figure that goes with it, and it's all die cast. These are die cast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That doesn't appeal. These don't appeal to me. Like Jerry said, if I'm going to pay this much, I'll step into a statue.
But you know what's crazy? The guys, I watched their YouTube channels, and they said it's about like 80% there, 90% there. I was like, this looks exactly like.
Oh yeah, this is really good, man.
Yeah. You could like reposition the eyes too. I'm like, you guys are crazy, but they know more than I do. So, oh yeah, it's genuine leather too. They're not putting in more of the fake leather, so they're starting to step their game up a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the value's there. There's no doubt about it. Everyone, just like you used to paying less money for hot toys, but they're stepping up their game, so you're going to have to pay more.
Yeah, it's coming to it. Yeah.
But if they get too close to statues, I don't know how they're going to compete with them. Unless someone just likes something that articulates, they can pose over a statue.
The crazy part right now is like Hot Toys is having competition with InArt and J&D. So if they never had that competition, I don't think Hot Toys would have ever elevated their way of stuff. But this is for our guy Jarhead. Jarhead, this is a hot toy for you right here.
Yes.
You love the show supposedly, right?
You love the show, but there's statues coming out.
Is it really? Oh yeah, that's right.
Statues coming out. Plus, you know, when I was a kid, I already played with toys, so I'm kind of grown out of that.
Oh my god.
I don't make the little shooting noises anymore.
I will say that I think she looks a little like, is that they try to take almost like make her like a real person.
Oh, like they took a realistic approach to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're pretty good looking. They're just,
you
know, why am I going to pay statue money for?
I agree. Like, I would probably get a statue of one of these. I don't want the figures.
But it's so
maybe
cool,
if maybe if 3-0 made them, because they would be probably like sub 200. Like I still have the Evangelion 3-0 figures, but like, I'm not paying $400 for a figure anymore.
Cypher saying, why is there Hot Toys on here? Oh, okay, there we go. So that's the last thing. Oh, Vision, man, this is awesome, right? I don't know if you guys got to see this.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
So this guy,
he paired it next to a Berserker, right? A Berserker.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is too weird for me, but man, it's a beautiful piece. Boy, it's painted, sculpted, everything.
Yeah, they look like they together. That's his woman or something. They role playing or something.
Yeah, the way he paired this up in the background is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this statue is better than the original Batman Who Laughs.
I think so too, man. The color pops and like I don't know, it's really cool. 2 hyenas.
And her top look nice, like his little rib and shit.
That too. Look at that. That's so. These are 2 different IPs, Berserk and like DC. It's crazy. They go really well together.
Now he needs to put that Batman between them, the Berserk Batman.
Yeah. With the big sword.
Yes, big sword.
I mean, the paint on this thing, you look at close-up pictures, the paint app's amazing on this.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like when I was mentioning, like you guys go backwards or you guys want future stuff. The future stuff, it's definitely getting there where like everything's almost perfection.
Yep.
Everything pops in this one.
I think it's like each hit scope looks good though. There's not one I would not use. Doesn't really matter. It still look good.
Mm.
You switch out.
Well, I was gonna save this for Piggy, but he's not here. This is our guy. It's me, Evan. I forget. Yeah. Does he collect Dark Side? Someone asked one time.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Damn.
Yeah.
Imagine the time it takes to stack all those in there. You bump that
One
shit.
earthquake that all falls over. Do you set it up again?
Hell no. I took the picture. I'm good. Just put them back on the floor.
Yeah. That's some time invested.
Or one kid that doesn't know they just think it's a toy and just grab the one in the back.
He body slammed that kid. But look at that, man.
No way. It's a lot.
I would say one of them posters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Imagine setting this up. You're like, okay, I'm done with the bottom row, and when something in the bottom falls over, like,
Like dominoes.
yeah, I'd be.
Imagine if those things come alive, somebody just farted.
Yeah, Jesus. Our guy Jason. Jason's like a cool guy. Like I get to talk to here and there, but he collects. Oh, you should hit him up, Kinzilla. He has this Predator line is just insane, man. I think you've seen pictures of his, but this is the bust like we were looking at the other day.
This is probably what? Oh, it is a Sideshow, right?
I think it's Prime 1. This is an older Prime 1.
Yeah.
Look how far they come, you know.
Yeah, these things are nice.
He put this picture up. He's gonna put Archangel, and I forget the other one that he was gonna get. But I love when people do this. They make space for upcoming stuff. Like this is my favorite. So it's gonna be cool. This guy Justin, he says he creates his own. Oh, there you go, Vision. He does Moji fakes. I don't know if you saw his post. So in case anyone's interested, hit up this guy Justin. He says he creates his own setups.
Yeah, I see the tape on black.
Yeah. Our guy KashDaGemini had an episode last Saturday. Is direction needed? What was the conclusion, man?
Yeah.
Direction is needed.
Oh, there he is. Weapon X and Armor. What's up? You said direction is needed?
Yeah, man, you gotta know what you're doing, man. It keeps everything in line. It's just like Kenzilla, you know, the Archangel's amazing. You know, it just doesn't fit that direction. That's it, you know.
But we're gonna do it anyway, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, any clue on what's gonna happen this Saturday? Any?
Not sure, man. We'll kind of, you know, see when that day comes. We just did a giveaway. So like the very first comment of the week, did a giveaway for that. The winner won a Marvel Epic Collection, the Fate of the Dark Phoenix book. So got that sent out today. Yeah, just having fun, man. Being back. Work schedule change, so being back, making content and stuff, and the collecting hobby is live and well, man. It's so much stuff out there, and you know, I should be getting in those Death series pretty soon. That's underneath the Doom. Can't wait to get those in, and that was well worth the money, man. So I'm happy to get that in.
Yeah, I can't wait till you see them, man. They're awesome. There are a ton of them too. Like whole unboxing experience was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. And Saturdays at 8:30, you said, right?
7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Got you. 7 p.m. Cool, man. I feel like if I move out, like this would be one of those centerpieces in my hallway, a hallway piece, I guess you would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's why I don't collect female statues like this one. I mean, it's a beautiful piece, but like all my pieces, I look at them for the art. I don't want to be looking at this nice breast, you know?
Yeah, that's art too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Shout out to Prime 1 again, and shout out to Matsuo. So
That's a really good piece. The base is crazy good. Looks like mixed media.
Yeah, it's all sculpted, right? It's crazy. Let's see. We're getting close to the end. Mr. Popo Mr. Popo gets a statue every hour on the hour. This is Prime 1 too, man. If Prime 1 did Marvel pieces,
yeah,
we'd be done, man.
This suit is great. The texture on the suit, like you do a close up on this, it's great. Even how all the folds and wrinkles, looks like a real suit on a statue.
And this is an older piece too, when Prime 1 had them. Yeah, this is crazy. Shout out to Mr. Popo for sharing this one. I brought these up. I used to watch this as a kid. Saint Seiya. I know Slifer loves this, but I feel like Prime 1 gets away with a lot of stuff. Like they knew how to do lighting. They knew how to do paint. How do you guys feel about like the horse being like not the same? It's not quarter scale, you know? It's kind of downscaled just to fit on the statue, basically. You guys cool with that?
I guess. I mean, I don't know, because like the XM Ghost Rider on horse wasn't too big, but then that Prime 1 Wonder Woman on horse, it's like massive. So it's like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. I feel like if this horse was quarter scale, I'd be like, no, I don't want this thing.
Dude, the wings would be insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he's not on the horse, so I think it makes good. Like, looks cool.
Even though it's not a real horse, Slifer says it's not a real horse.
Yeah, I think it's spirit. They come through like when he does his little powers, and it just come like a wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Slifer. I think this is Slifer's last piece to end his line. This line, so
I think second on that.
Second to last. Oh my bad. Saint Seiya, and then we got this one. I heard Jarhead was gonna get this one, so Jarhead.
Yeah, okay.
You use that tongue later.
Jeez.
Whatever that thing is in the bag.
Not my cup of tea.
You know, this statue looks really good, but I don't know, for some reason it doesn't make me feel like the Assassin's Creeds, the Last of Us. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me feel like I would need a Resident Evil. And I love, you know, Leon and Jill Valentine. You know what I mean? The games are very fun and entertaining. It's just something about it doesn't make me feel like I would need it. But like The Last of Us, I would definitely get that. You know what I'm saying? Or Assassin's Creed, or I mean other statues we've seen of what's that, Forbidden West or whatever, with the chick.
Too.
Yeah, like just I don't know. But it looks good though, like, you know.
You like it for $2,000 though, 2K?
Nah. Not 2K.
I thought.
Oh, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
If this was $300, I'd talking about it. I know. It was $300, man.
It'd have been sold out by now.
I know. I don't think it's right to scale though. Like I think that people were scaling it up. It should be like 48 inches or something, because you know in the game he's huge. And I was like, no one wants a 48-inch bust, man. Come on.
Man, this dude was like the Big Show in the game, bro.
Yeah. Just walking on people. But Pure Arts did that one. And oh yeah, this was for Rashid. Rashid's trolling people or being a bully out there. Someone called him out. Hey Rashid, you just lied for nothing. And then Rashid says, shut your dumb ass up. Go eat some zebra meat.
What are you talking about?
I know. And I was like, you talk to people outside the community like that?
Oh man.
Regular Tuesday.
And just a shout out to him when he says I get kicked out or I get put in Facebook jail. We know why.
Yeah.
I love how he says, "Shut your dumb ass up. Go eat some." And look, he screenshots it the second he says it just now because he knows he's gonna get kicked out. Shout out to Rashid, man. Oh, here's more pictures of that. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Vision, would you consider this one?
Yeah, I like it. It'd be like later down the line, but I like it. It's a nice piece.
Starting to sound like Jarhead with the one-word answers, you know?
Do you think it's all base though? Mostly base though? It's like a lot of base, huh? Because the dogs is part of the base as well, right? Would you consider that base?
Nah, the hyenas are like fully sculpted, like four legs and everything.
And they're sculpted so good.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he put those right in between the Batman left and the other one. Just like, you know what I mean? Batman left on the left, then her in the middle, then.
It just for the colors, I think it would look nice.
Yeah.
Better. It'll split the other two up so they won't blend in too much.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had this one, I would repaint it like brighter colors just to make it pop with this one.
Brighter black.
Brighter black, yeah. As bright as it gets. There you go. All the portraits.
Wow.
Nice.
That's creepy shit there, man. I wouldn't want that.
I would date all of them. Just a heads up.
Shit, all at the same time too. That's how my girl is. That's her personality. Each one of them.
What's your favorite head sculpt?
Damn.
She's not watching, right? Rashid, I mean, Vish,
I told her about the statue. I said if I buy it, I'll switch out the head so it's going on your personality that day. So.
I think my favorite one's this one.
I got them exact same lights right in front of me right here. He is on display right there, yeah.
The spotlights.
Yeah, I got some of those.
I know where Ken was going with that for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, I was like, wow, Ken, pretty boy. Was it really ice?
What about you, Jarhead? Which one's your favorite?
I like the one in the middle and the one to the left of that.
You like them simple?
If you call it simple.
I like the crazy one. So, what about you, Cash?
Far left. I like how it has like the covering with the spikes, like right over the nose. I think that's pretty cool.
You can still see our eyes. It's cool too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be the one second in from the right. But it just because of the eyes.
Yeah.
Who took the last of the eggs?
Yeah.
you know something else that's cool about that one is the hair. You can see her hair through the.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Hey, they don't cheap out.
Eyes, man. Those eyes. They're getting me all wigged out just looking at my statue. Damn.
Right, calm down.
Imagine.
Vision. Which one did you say? Which one you going for, Vision?
Oh, me? All of them. Like every other week.
My man.
Like them all. They all look nice. What's up? The last one? What the last one doing?
This one?
That's when she not yapping. She mad.
Yeah. That's Friday.
See, I can't do. I can watch violent, like Conan, bash and smash about movies, but I can't do horror. Never can do horror.
I mean, this might be violent too. Just.
Yeah, here's another picture. Wait, does it have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portraits? What the fuck?
Wow.
Hey.
What's the difference between the one that's on there and the one there's like two similar ones?
Yeah, they are.
I'm not too sure. I'm sure Gotham Cenobites know. He has this one coming in.
Well, the paint's different for one. The eyes, one's got the red over the eye, and the other one's got like a black.
Oh yeah.
That's nice how they gave each portrait its own stand. Because the LPS Iron Man, it gave you a torso stand, but it has about, I think, 4 portraits and no stands for them.
Oh really? I thought they did.
Put them all in. Hate putting them in there.
Imagine you scratch it. You could scratch that easily. They should have stands.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna have stands. I wanted to see what Rashid thought about this one, but you guys like this thing?
I like it.
I like it. It's I didn't like it initially, but it's starting to grow on me, and I like it a lot now.
Rashid says he doesn't like it. I've seen one of his posts.
Yeah. Rashid doesn't like anything lately. I think it looks good, man. I think it's gonna pair up well with like other statues. The price is definitely up there, but can't do anything about that right now. It's so like tiny. Like it's just like nothing. I don't see. What was it? 745. Pretty high up there.
$100 more, you get the Berserker Wolverine.
Yeah. That's cool. We'll pass this one then. Our guy Steve shared this one. I remember his collection, the X-Men collection, has in the background. Really, really cool collection.
This is yours?
Basically, this should be mine, but
You're borrowing it.
I'm borrowing it. Yeah.
Yeah, this piece is nice. Nutty.
Looks good. Looks really, really good.
Someone said, was it you, Vision? They're making a 1/3 version of this. Like,
yeah,
man, I'm.
But the legs and arms though, not the bust version. They're making the whole statue.
Yeah, with the RDJ bust though, right?
Yeah,
oh, really? Kinzilla, would you add this to your collection? I know you don't collect this type of stuff.
No, I don't collect movie pieces like this with portraits. like I collect movie pieces, but they have costume. But anything I have that has portrait switch outs, I never put them on.
Does it look weird though? That dude just staring at you like
Yeah, I couldn't handle that.
You by yourself, you look to your left, no one's watching. You turn on your channel, and then he's there. Turn around, buddy.
When we were down to StatueCon, I saw the Affleck Batman, which is fantastic. It literally looks like staring at him, and I'm like, I couldn't have this, man. I would feel like I'm being stared at by something that looked way too real.
Yep.
Yeah.
We saw that was the Iron Spider was there as well, Ken.
Yeah. Yep.
That was
Actually,
freaky, man.
Oh, the
Yeah.
half scale one. Yeah. That was
Yeah,
cool.
with Queen, that was freaky, dude.
That was bigger than I thought it would be too, man. That was a big piece.
I don't know if you guys ever watched Initial D, but this was like one of my favorite animes and one of my favorite
Yeah.
cars, the Toyota Treno.
Yeah, this is cool.
I don't know if you guys. So they took an old car and they converted it into a Transformer.
You lost me. You lost me.
I know.
I was like, I would want an Initial D statue. Of the
Yeah,
car,
that'd be-
but I don't want a Transformer.
I forget how much it was. It wasn't too bad, but I was like, this is funny. But yeah, man. So that's the last of the pictures, and that's it, man. We only made it to 2 hours and a half. Keep it short.
Yeah.
Freaking we came from 10 to 6, so really cool to see you guys stand by, and we'll call it our show. Mr. No Yapping, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, nothing else. Thank you for having me. Great show. Great surprise too.
Oh, you
We
like
like
that? Yeah.
We're doing that again. We need to get our questions ready.
Yeah.
I'll get someone for Prime One shipping department just for you, you know, for the free shipping stuff.
You came on the show and be like, yes, once a year we're going to do pickup statues.
Wow. You know what? Me and Vision were talking backstage. It's like, if we were to go to Japan, I'll go to the Prime One store and go check it out. Vision said, I'll skip the store and I'll go talk to the logistics department about free shipping. I was like, you're serious about that, aren't you?
I don't give a shit about these statues. We can't get
Yeah, that was like, come on.
we can't get a set price on shipping. Like, no point even telling them.
Well, they'll give you free shipping. They'll just raise the price of the statues up.
Yeah.
Here you go. Shipping's free.
Well, it's like the big bad $4 shipping.
Yeah, you should do that.
Exactly. They raise the price up, and it's still, most of the time, it's still a better deal, but not nearly as good as you think originally when you look at a $4 shipping.
Yeah.
Well, Vision, great having you. If we go to Japan, you know, we know you're the ambassador for us. So awesome.
Like, get the black guy out of here.
Jesus.
I'm next.
Kenzilla, how about you, man? Any final thoughts?
Just a great show, man. Daniel Bell was a nice surprise. Just a good time hanging out with you guys. Enjoyed it, man. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, definitely. Great having you on, and like hopefully everything goes well and everything. But yeah, great having you on, man. I love seeing you in the comments. Like everyone when they see Beast 51, they're like Kenzilla. I love seeing that. Yeah.
The communities, it's kind of what gravitates you to all this. Even if you go past the statues, which is fantastic, the community is a big help. I mean, ask questions, you get answers. I help people, people help me. We're all in together. Nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Big happy family.
Yep. Good seeing you, Kenzilla. Yep. Jarhead, any final thoughts, man?
Thank you.
Put him on the spot, man.
Yes, don't ever do that to me again.
I gotta watch the replay on that one.
But it's always fun talking statues with everybody. It's cool that we met Daniel Bell tonight on the show, and maybe he'll show up to StatueCon and I get to meet him in person. There's a couple statues of his that I like. It'd be nice.
Don't say that next time. I'm glad you didn't say that.
But yeah, just like I said, it's always fun.
Awesome, man. Thanks for stopping by, and great seeing you too. And was it Wednesday? We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Maybe sometimes. Jerry, how about you, man? Any final thoughts?
Thanks for having me on, and next time I'll do some homework for the guest.
Awesome. Well, great seeing you too, man. And hopefully the move's not too stressful. And just go hug a statue or something.
I'll just hug a box before I start throwing them out.
I hate you. Good seeing you too, Jerry. How about you, Cash? Any final thoughts?
No, man, appreciate the invite. Great hanging with the fellas in the chat. Dude, collecting is a hell of a journey, and we'll see what the future holds, man. See what the future holds.
Hell yeah, man. On Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays, like we own the week, baby. But Jarhead, I have a pretty cool surprise for you coming up next week. So just be on standby. Be ready with those questions,
Surprise, you say?
Yeah, another sculptor, like he calls himself a sculptor, but one of your favorite guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But hopefully like this year, like we get more of those guys on. I know sometimes it's like too many questions for them. I don't want to bombard them with questions. I just want to hang out with them, but we'll have fun this year. But shout out to all the chat. Shout out to everybody that watched the replay. Have a good night, you guys. See you guys tomorrow and see you guys later. Peace.
We done with the COC.
Keep going, man. Come on. You got like 10 minutes.
Darth Rashid. Hey, if you listen out there, man, Buck Fang says eat your pizza rats. Critical mass you to pass.